Chuck Salty! And welcome back to Ramblin Cast. This is episode 15, I think. Pretty sure.
Cool.
Last week's episode's still not out yet. I was like 30 minutes away from finishing it.
Okay.
So it should be out in a day or two after this recording.
Cool.
It's been a busy week.
Been a busy few weeks.
Actually, yeah, it has. Well, I do have an icebreaker question. I don't fully remember the question. I just wrote down the end of it. So I'm going to try my best to remember my exact phrasing. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, you're somewhere in public. Just anywhere in public, really. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And hot-ass chick walks across. The hottest bitch you ever met.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing, like, tight yoga pants.
Mm-hmm.
She's walking the opposite direction. Do you stare at the ass, or do you not stare at the ass?
Normally when I'm out in public, I'm oblivious to most things, so I wouldn't even notice.
Okay. I would.
I think I'm being dead honest. I don't pay attention to shit in public.
So you're saying you're not looking at the ass?
I wouldn't know it was there.
Oh, okay. Well, if it made that noise, would you know about it then?
Still no, I can barely fucking hear.
What if your buddy walked next to you and he said,
"Wet ass P-word"?
Would you be looking then?
I would. I would wonder why they're having a stroke.
Yeah. You ever walk out in public, you pull out your phone, you turn it on, and all of a sudden you hear... And then you have to turn off your phone really quickly. You're like, oh shit.
I have a story about that.
You have a story about that? Okay. I'm putting sound effects in this because I hate my life. And this over my phone, so sorry if they sound like shit.
A driver came in and he wanted me to show me a picture about something that's happening on his truck. That's not what came up.
That's not what came up?
That's not what came up.
What came up?
Things that I don't...
No. Come on, go in a little bit of detail. What was it?
The gay side of that website. That's what it sounded like.
Okay. Cool. But I guess that was my icebreaker question. So Ricky said he's not looking at that ass. Yeah. Did the trucker care? Did he like oh shit, or did he just like?
No, it's just like it was normal. Like this happens every day.
I think I figured it out, Ricky.
Hmm.
I think this might have been an attempt to see if you'd notice. Like, to be like, will he be upset, or would that get him going? I think that trucker was trying to get to you.
No.
You're denying it, but now you're thinking about it. Now you're thinking about it.
Kurt Cobain POV.
Kurt Cobain POV. Should we explain that, or some other day?
Some other day.
Ricky taught me something that happened that I didn't know happened. And,
I didn't know it happened until like a year ago.
I know, and I didn't know it happened until like 5 minutes ago. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happens at nowhere. Anyway.
This is bat country. This is pedo country.
Pedo bear country. But we can go into how's the week, which has actually been like 3 weeks since we recorded, so. My dog just took a deep fucking breath. Holy shit. Any stories of the last 3 weeks that you can think of?
One driver that thought I didn't know what I was doing just because I used a tool that he never saw before, but this guy was like 85.
Okay.
And doing 2 road calls at the same time, literally side by side.
Oh. For me, at work, we had 11-hour shifts. We usually do 10 hours, and then last week we had to do 11 hours for some reason. And we had to do an extra shift, so it was 5 days, 11 hours, 55 hours. And this July, for Prime Day, or Prime Week, we had to work 12 hours for 5 days, so we're making 60 hours a week. So we're working 6 to 6. So that's going to be really fun. I don't know when that starts. It starts like halfway through July, but like the second or third week of July is when it starts.
Okay, Prime Week cannot be that much work.
It really can't. I don't know why we gotta do so much shit. It's
Like-
bizarre. And it's for 2 weeks in a row for 12 hours.
It don't make sense. It cannot be that much more busy than it normally is.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but whatever.
I didn't know they had to have like sale weeks or special weeks because I thought, I don't know, maybe being able to spend $5,000 while you're on the shitter was marketing enough.
Yeah. Well, they have that, and then they also have like the Black Friday sales or 2 sales. The only reason we have Prime Week is just because it's like in between Black Friday.
Mhm.
So yeah. There's another sale going on, not on Amazon, but we'll talk about that in the news because I want to try that out at some point.
Literally, I bought 4 welders while taking a poop. I thought that was enough. I don't think they need to have these special weeks.
I don't think so either, but whatever. This is only for Prime users though, so if you're not paying for Prime, then
I refuse.
I can understand.
What does it do?
Free shipping, and then you get Prime Video. That's it.
Half of Amazon already has free shipping. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know. But yeah, I never really liked Prime Days, but they exist, and here we go again. Like, I've never, not even for Christmas time, ever had to work 12 hours. I don't know why we're doing 12-hour week days.
And
It's a little ridiculous.
I mean, they're still not going to get you your stuff any faster because Amazon gives the package to some guy in a fucking canoe, and he rows it to your house. It takes so goddamn long.
True. But, also, for, like, practical reasons, I don't think it's very good. 'Cause it's like, you know, employees get fatigued. If you add extra 2 hours, they're, like, barely going to do any work during those 2 hours. I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've ran like 22, 23 hours in a row.
Nice. But at Amazon, that's not really what we usually do, you know? What are you playing with? You playing with my balls at the moment? What the
Yes,
fuck,
I'm
dude?
playing with your balls.
Okay.
You got heavy balls. I think you need to get that checked.
They're bright pink, too. Oh, no. Oh, my balls dropped.
It's about fucking time.
My balls dropped. You know, we went to school with the kid. His balls never dropped. His voice was as high pitched as when I first met him. Yeah, I'm sure it's still high pitched to this day. He lives in Alaska and he rides a motorcycle and he talks like this. Hello. It's like, damn.
I don't know who you're talking about anymore.
The kid in my class, he was in your welding class. He moved to Alaska 2 weeks ago. And he drives motorcycles around.
I mean, it's not a very, like, good place to move if you like to ride motorcycles. I'm just gonna go out and say that.
I mean, it depends. But yeah.
I mean, it seems a little backwards, so you figured you want to go south.
Yeah. Think you want to go to Las Vegas? No, not really. Too sandy. Sandy cheeks. Anyway, yeah, I'm still working on the last podcast, and so far about 2 hours and 13 minutes long. So yeah, another long one. Like halfway through the podcast, I said this might be a shorter one.
It ends up being the longest one.
Not the longest one. Longest is still like 2 hours 20 minutes. I think that might have been when Doofy was here, or whatever his name is.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we don't remember your name. But I do. I actually did just think of something. I was going to say this earlier, but I at some point do want to do like a Q&A podcast. So this is just a call for questions. Please put your questions in the comments below.
It's gonna be dumbass questions because I know everybody is gonna ask a question.
Ask the dumbest question you want. It's fine. But we also have an email, so you can put them in the comments below, or you can email us at ramblincast69, all one word, at gmail.com. And I have that in the description too, so yeah. And if you listen on Spotify, then
Fuck you.
fuck you. I mean, you can still comment on there, but yeah. Ricky's getting bedinged at the moment. He's trying to find a truck. I feel like he's talking to people about the truck. Uh-oh, did something bad happen? Looks like Ricky's blood pressure's going up a little bit.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, so we'll just ignore that.
Oh, was it bad? Good?
I don't know. I just work here.
Okay. Well, Ricky, got any more stories? Because I got 2 more. One of them's not that interesting. The other one's a little more interesting.
Oh yeah, someone got fired.
Someone got fired?
Yep.
Is it Tweety Twister guy?
No.
No, he still works there?
Yep.
Oh. So, wait, is that message you just got? The news that someone just got fired?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was like, did we just get a firing live on the podcast? That'd be crazy.
That's gonna happen one day.
It's probably gonna be you.
Yeah, hey, don't come back.
Don't come to work tomorrow. Actually, that sounds like a threat. Never mind.
Sad part is, before the situation happened, he made that joke.
Oh no.
I'm just like, Uno reverse.
Yeah. So, what's the story with the firing, or is it too private?
Yada yada yada, dumb shit, cunt fuckery and all that.
Oh, is it a friend of yours or no?
He's cool. He's cool.
Was it Kyle?
No,
Okay.
it was Wigglytuff
I don't know Wigglytuff, so
or Jigglypuff.
I don't know Jigglypuff either.
I had another nickname for him. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I think it was Wigglytuff. So you brought that name up before.
Oh.
Anyway, I guess I'll talk about my work piss story. It's not very interesting, but hey, it's something that
I
happened.
piss at work all the time.
Yeah, well, this guy did it a little too soon. So,
Location,
Yes.
and timing.
but I think I talked about my piss dream story. You talked about shitting your pants. You talked about the stab and grab guy shitting his pants.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, at work, some guy pissed his pants.
Do you have a piss dream?
He might have had a piss dream. I don't think so from his description. I'm not going to reveal the whole situation because I don't want people that work with me to know his identity. First of all, I don't know this guy at all. Complete stranger. Never met the guy. Never seen the guy before. So I walk into the pisser. I go to do my business. I don't know if this was shitting or pissing at this point, but regardless, I went into the toilet. And this guy followed me into the bathroom. Now we have multiple stalls, so it's not that weird. But he stopped me. He's like, "How's your day been?" And I say, "Oh, it's been good." He looks at me. He's like, "Mine sucks. I just fucking pissed myself." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess that does suck." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." But you don't really need to come up to me and be like, "I just pissed myself." You really don't have to do that.
Yes.
But no, so I go into the stall to, do my part of the job.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just hear him. He's at, like, the sink trying to wash himself off. And he's like, "Damn it, fucking damn it, damn it." And then I hear him audibly say something like, "If somebody walks in here right now, they're going to see my fucking dick out." I'm like, this guy just whipped his dick out at the sink trying to clean his pants and underwear off. Anyway, I take my time in the stall for obvious reasons. I make it very loud and clear that I flush the toilet and that I am getting out of the stall. And I get out of the stall. He's still there, and he just has shorts on now. I think he had pants on before.
Mm-hmm.
And he just leaves, and that's the story. I didn't see his dick, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But that's the work piss story. But yeah, it's a good conversation. How's your day been? Good. Oh, mine just sucks. I just fucking pissed myself. Like I said, first time I ever seen this guy. Never met him before in my life.
Don't cut this part out. Awkward silence.
Don't cut it out. But, yeah.
We need to do the awkward silence episode.
That's like every episode.
No, just like 3 hours of just nothing. Just record for 3 hours and make it a podcast.
Just sit there and just eat and you hear us shuffling around, like hear us playing games on our phone and shit. Oh man, I haven't thought about Angry Birds in a while. Remember Flappy Bird? But I guess I got one more weak story. I don't know if you want to go with anything.
Get a stronger story.
Yeah, this story's not very good either. Oh, was that a joke? Because I said it was a weak story?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Well, this story drinks like soy and doesn't work out and does cardio, so probably not.
Okay,
very strong.
how do you milk a soy?
I don't know.
Show me the tit on a soybean.
I don't know, man. I don't want to find a ton of soybean. It might
It
turn
is
me
just
on.
bean juice.
Yeah. My chocolate soylent. Did you ever see the Angry Video Game Nerd videos where he's advertising Soylent?
What's that?
That's like soy milk, but like for, I don't know, it's like a vegan, it's like a,
So, yeah, I get it. There's no meat in your milk. There's not supposed to be.
it's not, you're drinking the wrong kind of milk.
Yeah, I feel like you were the person that went out and milked the bull.
That's one of my favorite Family Guy jokes. Alright, some of these aren't milk, some of these are horse semen. You just see the whole family looking down, eating cereal. Anyway, do you got any stories? Or you done for the week?
That's about all I have, because I can't remember much.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember anything eventful happening.
Hmm.
Other than they dropped, like, fucking shitloads of rims on my toolbox.
What an asshole.
Oh, yeah, I'll
Oh, Ricky's gonna show me this image.
yeah,
So-
I have images.
So while I do that, I took my dog to the vet and he had 7 teeth removed, just like I will in a few months. Oh yeah, also I think I have a solution to my insurance situation. I found out Amazon has a better insurance policy for dental, which I didn't know about, or else I would have took. So I think I'm gonna do the basics and then wait until next year when I can sign up for the better dental plan.
Mm-hmm.
That covers a lot more. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do, probably.
The goddamn shelf blew apart because I didn't know how to use a fucking shelf.
What the fuck?
There's my toolboxes.
Wow. Oh my god. Who did this? Multiple people or just one person?
It's Wiggly Tough and
Is this why he got
Titty
fired?
Guy.
Oh. This is why Wigglytuff got fired?
This is not why Wiggly Tough got fired.
Oh. It's fucked up. Is that your new toolbox? or no?
That one's my brand new one.
Oh man.
Right there, hit the tags and all that. That's the one I'm concerned about.
Wow, that's rough. Yeah. Anything else you want to show me on your phone? Of course. You sent me that picture.
I did? Oh, here's another reason I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
So there's a ladder in front of your service truck?
I just wired all those lights in.
Oh, that's really cool. It's actually really bright.
Wait till you get up closer to the pods. They actually got blinkies in it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That took me all day and late into the night.
It looks good though.
I'm probably saying shit in this video.
Probably. It's probably best if we don't hear it. It's probably just you screaming, "Ooh, look what I did."
Probably.
But yeah, the dog going to the vet. It went well. He's all right. And I guess time for the last story. For the second time in my life, I went to Chicago this week.
Why would you go and do a thing fucking like that?
I was invited to something that got canceled.
Oh.
It was Tuesday, and apparently the aquarium is free, and it's just like out of the city, so you don't have to go into the city.
Mm-hmm.
So we got there, and it was all booked up. Apparently, they never actually ever book up. Like they were completely closed, full.
Mm-hmm.
Like that never happens. So we ended up going to because it was later in the day to see the aquarium at night, so everything was pretty much closed.
Mm-hmm.
So the only place we really went to is to this like restaurant that was like a Nutella restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they make like Nutella food.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's actually my first time having Nutella that I can think of. I didn't drive in the city, thankfully, but we went in, unfortunately. There's nothing there but shopping stores, honestly. It kind of fucking sucks. Restaurants and clothing stores are all that's there.
I mean, there's a couple cool bars I've seen up there.
Interesting.
There's one that's like kind of in the city, but not. And I haven't been to it. Me and Wigglytuff wanted me to go up there. And they have model trains deliver your beer. And that's the most autistic shit I've ever heard. I loved it.
Yeah?
I want to go.
But I thought you were boat autistic.
Okay, boat. Okay, there's real train autistic, real boat autistic. Model train, that's just universally autistic.
Okay. And then, yeah, we went to the Nutella's restaurant. And then afterward, because it was late, we drove around and we went to the Hamburger University, which is the McDonald's University in Chicago. We put a sticker in front of there. And then we went to the McDonald's next to it, which is the one that serves food from around the world. And there was nothing good from around the world, apparently. We had these fries that were like spicy, and that wasn't really that good. But apparently they had a mango drink, like whatever the smoothie is at McDonald's are called. McFlurry, that was a mango McFlurry, but they didn't have it when we went, sadly. And then we left, and I said, what a waste of my time, but whatever. I have no plans to return to Chicago, but I did kind of want to see the aquarium.
Yeah, it would be cool, but you have to go up to Chicago.
True. Well, like I said, it's right past the city, so you can see the city in the background, but you don't go into it.
Again, I'm gonna go to Chicago.
Yeah, I would say the streets there are weird. It has like city streets. It's weird to look at because as soon as you get out of the city, it's like interstate streets immediately.
Yeah, like how far into Chicago were you?
It was actually decently far, like 5 to 10 miles away, and then we actually went into it.
Like how close were you to Lakeshore Drive?
Lakeshore Drive? I don't know what that is.
That is like, I believe that's close to the main lakefront. Could you see the lake?
Yeah, we were like basically on the lake.
You went too far in. You cannot be safe. You must be killed now.
I must be quarantined. Okay,
You must be quarantined and set on fire.
Yeah, I assume that's the only lake that Chicago's nearby, right?
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, there's only one lake, and it's the big ass lake.
Okay. Well, there's multiple Great Lakes, but I don't know which ones touch Chicago specifically. It's just the
Lake
one.
Michigan.
Yeah, that's the one I was probably by.
Michigan, and then it's Erie, and then Superior's up there somewhere.
Yeah. It would be cool to see the Great Lakes, but maybe not Chicago.
I want to work on a lake freighter.
Really?
Yes, I've always wanted to.
Boat autistic moment.
Boat autistic moment. Major boat autistic moment.
But yeah, I still got some Nutella cookies. If you want to try one. I haven't even had one yet.
Okay.
They're in a bag over there.
Just a live fucking review? What the fuck's going on here?
I don't know. If you want one later, after the podcast.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all for my week. This is plural weeks.
Weeks, yeah. I haven't left the section of Illinois that I have chosen in a very long time.
You didn't choose this spot. You were forced to live here, like all of us.
Yeah. I want to see the "You are now leaving Illinois" sign. That fucking sucks.
Which direction? South, north?
I don't care.
Okay.
North, south, east, west, fucking through the ground, up into the sky. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way, that way, that way, that way, fucking that way or that way.
Does that imply suicide if you go up or down?
No, digging a big hole to leave Illinois, or just shoot me out a goddamn cannon.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
There's some added fuel for the cannon.
Yeah, it would be nice to leave Illinois. At some point, I still want to take you to Disc Replay, though. That place is nice.
Yeah, I want to. I don't know. I thought about Wisconsin or Missouri.
Wisconsin or Missouri. Honestly, I don't know.
And not for the normal reasons people go to Wisconsin for. Well, I guess people do go.
Well, why do you want to go to Wisconsin?
I want to hit up the Harley Davidson Museum.
Okay.
Which is just like a 3-day tour if you want to see everything.
Cool.
And then there's, go up, find a campground, and just sit there and fish.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the Jeffrey Dahmer bar? Where Jeffrey Dahmer used to lure people?
No.
Oh.
Harley Davidson and camping and fishing.
Why do you want to go to Missouri?
I guess that's just camping and fishing, and
There's not a lot going on in Missouri.
that's why I like it. That or I'll just straight up go to Iowa.
Oof.
Because there's nothing there to do. There's nothing there to see. You just go to Iowa because you want nothing. I guess there's a big-ass truck stop, which is another road trip we need to do.
Yeah, go to what truck stop?
The Iowa 80 truck stop.
Oh. Okay.
The giant-ass one.
Never heard of it, no.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Good God, do I have some fucking videos to show you.
Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to leave Illinois forever, but I guess for now just temporary. I just don't know where anymore. There's no place in the world that interests me anymore.
There's only 3 states I really... Well, I guess 4 states I really want to move to.
Well, what are those? What are those? Sorry.
Wisconsin, Missouri, Kentucky, or Florida.
Please, not Florida.
Why?
I'm fine with the other 3, just not Florida, please.
Why not Florida?
I'm gonna say something. It might be a little controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Florida is just California, but on the opposite side of the political spectrum.
And that's why I love it.
That's why I don't want to go to California nor Florida.
That's absolutely why I want to go to Florida.
Why, so you see the crackheads with the Trump hats instead of the crackheads with no hats?
It's like seeing crackheads, but a crackhead you can trust.
Some of them. You gotta be careful of the wild Florida, man. They will find you. They will kill you.
I don't care. All year round riding season?
What about hurricanes?
Okay, so you're worried about goddamn diet tornadoes.
Hurricanes are usually stronger than tornadoes, but okay.
Okay, you're slightly larger tornadoes.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't go that far either.
Like, Jesus.
Jesus.
Your ocean tornadoes do not worry me.
Alright.
'Cause I'm gonna live in the dead center of the state.
Oh,
You know what I'm gonna get? Fucking rain.
Yeah.
Fuck you, fucking beachfront people.
Yeah.
I'm getting rain.
I don't even know anywhere in Florida besides like Miami.
All I know is there's a big ass Harley Davidson dealership
Yeah.
and a lot of bars, which is good enough for me.
Hey. Wisconsin still has the most bars per capita.
Okay, so
Just letting you know.
can you sit on the balcony of a bar in Wisconsin and fish?
Probably.
I want to fish while sitting in a bar, getting absolutely fucking obliterated,
Yeah.
and then walk out of the bar, go across the street and fish again.
Yeah. Oh. There is the, what's it called? The walk her in, drag her out bar. Good name for a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't thinking about that one.
I think they were.
Also, and I think it'd be really fun to ride all the way down to Florida Keys.
Yeah.
Like,
You go through a lot of states. Have you figured out what states you're going to go through or no?
I guess straight there and then ride down that big ass bridge going over the ocean into the Florida Keys. I think it'd be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Drive there, go to the southernmost point of the U.S. and then come back. Straight through. like non-stop, only stopping every 100 miles for gas and keep going.
Really? You don't want to visit anywhere else?
That or, again, go up to Wisconsin.
I think I thought about some of the states I've wanted to move to. They're usually more north because I want to stay cold. I don't do well in the heat. I've discovered this.
I can do okay in the heat as long as it never stops being hot.
Okay.
The first few days when it gets really, really hot, it messes me, and then I'm fine.
That's why I always want to go to Michigan, like the UP or Minnesota.
Snow. I don't like snow. Snow hurts.
I love it.
Like, have you ever shoveled snow?
Yes.
Do you not have back problems because of it?
Not really. I have back problems for my own reasons.
Like, I hate snow. I hate cold.
Yeah?
I hate being cold.
Yeah?
Cold sucks.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, you've always had inside jobs, motherfucker.
True. True.
Like,
But yeah, my my back hurts for other reasons. Oh, sorry. But let's talk about wrap up after a half an hour.
Yay!
We probably won't be on wrap up for too long. I don't think there's much to say. You keep dropping shit, man.
I fucking know.
He's a little fidgety. So last week we talked about YouTubers we liked or disliked. So I guess, do you want to give any last minute shout outs to anyone you can think of?
There's like one YouTube channel that would literally probably just interest me here.
Okay.
It's a guy. YouTube channel's called Ron Pratt.
Ron Pratt, alright.
It is about towing. He's a big towing and recovery guy. He's got a rotator tow truck.
Okay.
And that's literally, like, he just takes full, like, 3-hour jobs and posts them. He just wears a camera on his helmet and goes.
Yeah?
I think it's cool.
Okay. I guess I'll have one YouTube shout out.
Mm-hmm.
The Real Gems. He is a guy who talks about The Simpsons. You know, I always talk about King of the Hill people, talk about nothing about King of the Hill, but this guy talks about The Simpsons nonstop. And he actually uploaded a video today that I watched before you came here. Yeah. What were you about to say? I'm sorry.
None.
Oh. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's a lot to say with wrap up, honestly. I think you did pretty good last week for the topic. Other than we had to come up with stuff, and so we were just sitting there like, ooh.
Sounds like a presidential debate. Oh, those are starting up again, apparently.
Yeah, that happened a few days ago.
Here comes the fucking funniness.
The funny part is that neither of them are technically their party's candidate yet. That's how early on we are with these debates.
Are they just assuming?
Yeah, pretty much. They're assuming that Trump will win, mostly because Trump has got the most votes. But believe it or not, a lot of people there are actually thinking about voting against Trump for some reason. And then Biden, once again, he's got the most votes on his side, but
he's already the president. He's defending his spot.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you can lose it if your own party doesn't want you. It's happened a couple times throughout history.
Can it happen this time?
It could, maybe. After the debate, people are thinking about it. Honestly, I was shocked because from all the things I've seen, it seemed like Trump was going to like purposely lose the debate, he said, and so I thought it was going to be really bad on his side, but Biden came out, he was bad. like first 5 seconds, he sounded like he's doing an RFK Jr. impression, like, "Hello everybody, how you doing?" Like it was not great.
Sorry, Joe Biden's a little drunk.
I feel like if he was drunk, he actually would have done better.
He would have been more fucking coherent.
Yeah, his throat would be clear. He'd be like, "Yo, what's up, guys?"
Give this motherfucker a drink.
People are like, yeah, I don't know. But do you want to get into the news? Because there is actually a lot of news. A lot of Cartoon Network.
Is there a, like... Can you get in trouble for being an absolutely blistering alcoholic president?
No, it's happened a lot. people actually associate a president for being drunk, but he actually wasn't that big of a drinker. People are always like, yeah, Ulysses S. Grant. He was always considered like a big, heavy drinker. But he actually, from what I've actually heard, wasn't that bad of a drinker. But there were actually bad drinker presidents.
He was more of a drinker during the Civil War and before the Civil War. I think by the time he was president, he kind of slowed down.
Yeah, but he actually did become a heavy drinker near the end of his life because he got really depressed.
Oh, yeah. He fucking relapsed.
Yeah. But no, the worst drinker president from what I've heard was like, what was his name? I can see his face. Whoever was before James Buchanan. I can't remember his name.
I don't go that far back.
Okay. Franklin Pierce is often. Yeah, that's his name.
I do know the worst president we've had, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not who you expect.
It's not who I expect?
Oh, it's probably who you expect.
Yeah.
You definitely know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, well, do you just want to get into news or do you want to say it?
No, let's just get in the news, because we do not need that rant.
Yes. Alright, so Smiling Friends, the entire series just finished. It's all over. All 8 or 9 episodes, however many there were.
Season or series?
Season. Season 2 is over, excuse me. I liked it, but I will say, like, the 2 or 3 episodes in the middle were kind of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, one of them I actually aired before our last podcast. I actually forgot that it existed because it was kind of meh. But yeah, the last episode was with a snowman that comes to life, like Frosty. And then there's the alien one. And then the one I missed was the one about brotherly love. And then there's one where they go to a place called Spamtopia, which is fun. But yeah, the one I forgot last week was the brotherly love one, which has a really funny scene. But besides that, it's kind of a whatever episode. But yeah. Anything with Smiling Friends you want to say?
No, hasn't seen season 2.
He hasn't seen season 2. I gotta decode his yawn. Alright, Mr. President.
As kitchen table.
It's kitchen table.
How do you run for kitchen table? I want to know.
Maybe like your casket could? I don't know. But Jellystone, the show with the Hanna-Barbera characters, they're having a final episode for the season. It's going to be in Cartoon Network City, and instead of being the Hanna-Barbera characters, it's all going to be Cartoon Network characters. And that's also where Grimm will appear, because that guy did voices for the show. So I can't wait for that episode.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that.
Yeah. Alright, so here's actually where we're getting the Cartoon Network news. So that was the first one. Gumball, after it's been stuck in like a development hell the last season, but it's finally coming out. It's unknown if this is going to be the final season or if they're going to continue again. But basically, there was supposed to be a Gumball movie. And for whatever happened, the Gumball movie got canceled, and the creator of the show actually quit. And this, like I said, this season was supposed to come out years ago, but because the movie got horribly delayed, and so it's finally coming out after like more than 5 years, honestly. Yeah, it's actually been a while. Alright.
It's almost long enough that it could have skipped a generation of kids.
I think it did. I think it kind of did.
Yeah.
That's why I wonder if it's going to be the last, because I don't know if the show's going to do well or not. And it seems like Cartoon Network really doesn't want to take a lot of risk anymore.
Yeah, these young kids aren't going to like, what is going on here?
What's with all the different art styles? Why is this guy CGI? What the fuck?
It's like Ed and Eddie coming out now. They wouldn't get it.
That's later in the news. There's slight Ed and Eddie news, but nothing major. Nothing major. It's actually kind of disappointing. But we got actual reboot news. There's going to be a Cartoon Network show getting rebooted. Just announced. Can you guess? I'm going to give you 2 guesses. What?
Foster's.
Oh, that is happening, but that's not the one.
Powerpuff Girl for the 18th time.
That is happening, but that's not the one.
fucking something stupid.
The regular show is coming back.
Really?
Yes.
I thought they were gonna switch that to an adult version, which would be fucking fire.
They might. So this is really early on. This is like
I really would like to see an adult version of regular show because it basically was.
it was. But here's the situation. The creator of regular show's name is J.G. Quintel. His last show, which was called Close Enough, basically got instantly canceled for some reason after it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And so Cartoon Network right now is actually trying to start like a new generation because obviously the last few years have been not so good, so they actually want to start making cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of doing original stuff, they just keep asking creators if they want to reboot their old stuff.
Again, I'd rather see that as more in an adult context.
Yeah, but let me finish. But they talked to J.G. Quintel, and so far, they are working on a regular show reboot, and that's all we know. We don't know if it's Adult Swim. We don't know when it's taking place, because regular show did have a definitive ending.
Yeah.
So we don't know where it's going to take place or anything.
Honestly, they can just slightly edit the original series and have an adult show. It wouldn't take very much.
We probably wouldn't. But I think that's really all I gotta say. There's not a lot of news other than it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our first look at the new Foster's show.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Foster's Fun Time for Imaginary Friends, and it's a preschool show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
They could do better. Do fucking better.
I don't like the fact that Cartoon Network has like a preschool slot now. We didn't have that as a kid. We just had
we kind of did, but it's not exactly.
like we had like
maybe one or two shows.
like Crypto the Super Dog and the Looney Tune Babies. Those are like
Baby
two.
Looney. Yeah, that was it, and it was like fucking
It was-
solid.
Yeah, it was like incorporated with regular Cartoon Network though. It actually fit kind of well.
Yeah, it was just enough baby stuff to keep the babies occupied while the parents run down and
And make another baby.
yeah.
And then they also play like original Scooby Doo and some old stuff. I remember a pup named Scooby Doo when they were kids. They used to play a lot.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, okay. But yeah. So this is the last of the Cartoon Network news. Kinda. There's some more stuff, but nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
J.G. Quintel, creator of regular show, is also making a new show, which is actually based off a like a visual novel, I think. I never heard of it. The show is called Super Mutant Magic Academy. It's sort of like a parody of X-Men. I'm curious, especially because it's by J.G. Quintel, how it would go.
Yeah, he kind of has a style.
He does. But now we get into Adult Swim news.
Mm-hmm.
Smiling Friends Season 3 is confirmed. So there is going to be a Season 3.
Cool.
We have a new series called Oh My God, Yes, a series of extremely relatable circumstances, which is a new Adult Swim series. It's kind of ugly looking, but I'd give it a shot. Why not? And last thing is called Haha You Clowns, which is also becoming a new Adult Swim series. I don't know anything about that one. Yes. Ricky's scratching his back. What tool are you using to scratch your back with? What is that?
It's an interior clip tool.
Interior clip tool. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I could have used that today and made that 10 times easier.
Yeah, you could have. But you didn't. It still worked.
This is only in my pocket.
Yeah. That's your back scratcher now, isn't it?
Ass scratcher.
Ass scratcher? TF2 got a small update, and the update made it so it wasn't playable on Mac, but I think they fixed that. The Criterion Channel adds the first 4 Godzilla Heisei movies, which is the second generation of Godzilla. This is actually the first time that all the Heisei movies have sort of been together. It's only the first 4, but I imagine they'll add the other 5, I think, later on. Heisei era Godzilla is like my favorite. That's the one that was from the 80s to the 90s. Shit gets wacky. It's fun. So, did you see, alright, yeah. We're gonna talk about something I hate, but something I kind of love. Do you know the Las Vegas sphere? The giant sphere?
The Las Vegas. Oh yeah.
I don't like that thing. I hate it. I feel like
I think it's fucking hilarious.
I think it's an eyesore. But the reason I bring it up is, have you seen the video of the Grateful Dead at the Sphere and the inside?
No, I haven't. I want to.
Check out the videos. Shit got trippy real quick.
Yes, it's Grateful Dead. I can only imagine how trippy that shit was.
I hate the Las Vegas Sphere, but
it's almost perfect for it.
It's perfect for them. And I think that's what they should do, is get really trippy bands with like hallucinogenic visuals for the Sphere.
Oh, that would be... It would have been perfect for back in the Zeppelin days.
Probably.
If that thing existed in the 70s... oh my god. 60s, 70s, it'd be fucking amazing.
Hell yeah, it would.
Oh, I definitely gotta watch that when I get home. I did not know they played the Spear.
There's one on TikTok. I don't remember what song it was, but I don't know what the teddy bear is called, the little Grateful Dead teddy bear that they have. But it started out with one, and it slowly kept multiplying, and it was changing all colors, and then you saw more going around in lines. It just turned into a rainbow of color. It was crazy.
Some old man's there with his son that is against drugs, and we're like,
Whoa.
boy, this is what we saw back in the 70s.
Well, this is what I saw before I was forced to go. Yeah. I highly recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. Good videos.
I wish they'd put Fear and Loathing on the Sphere and watch it in Las Vegas. That'd be fucking cool, and have all trippy shit around the screen.
I feel like if the Sphere existed in the 70s, that might have been like a life-changing moment for Hunter S. Thompson. He would have been like, this place is hell, and I don't know how to get out.
I think it's a cool concept. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Sphere is a cool concept.
It's a cool concept. I think visually it's ugly. I kind of wish it was like underground, if that made sense. So I didn't have to look at it.
I still think because again, the whole building's a fucking screen.
Yeah.
They literally made it look like an eye, which definitely freaked out some stoner off in the distance, and I'm all about that.
I think Adult Swim for like 5 minutes paid for the Smiling Friends little face building to be on the Sphere for like 5 minutes.
Again, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
You can hate it all you want.
I think it's a cool concept, but I don't know. I think after a while it just looks ugly.
Yeah.
I made some really bad jokes that I won't repeat on the podcast, but yeah.
It's a giant nut.
That's not what I said.
Mr. President, a plane hit the second nut.
Mr. President, the plane hit your left nut. I feel like I probably happened to George Bush once. He was like, "Boo, oh, Jenga." But after that, do you want to talk about the next thing? So you remember Vine from like our junior high and high school days?
Hazily. I think I just know it from YouTube.
Yeah. Basically, it was like TikTok, but more time limited, less funny, and had less to do with music. Well, it depends if you consider it less funny or not.
Oh, is that where Supplies Motherfucker came?
That came from a movie, but that probably got famous on there, yeah.
He's like, surprise motherfucker, some fries motherfucker. I fucking love that video.
Yeah. But it was like, I think it was limited to 6 seconds, and then eventually updated to 10 seconds, I think. But it was just something to post quick videos on. Well, people have been taking those old 6-second, 10-second videos and putting them into AI.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's a time traveler that keeps harassing the old vines. And so if you ever go online and you see an old vine, right at the video ends, it cuts to like AI video of some weird shit happening. Not a very good AI video, but yeah. I still hate AI, but I do think it's kind of funny.
There's one AI video I found that I think's fucking hilarious, but it hit me at a weird time, so it was just that much funnier.
Yeah.
Boy, are you fucking my scarecrow?
What?
I'll show it to you later. It just hit me. It's not funny. It just hit me at a weird time, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah? But yeah,
What
that's.
the fuck?
I'm trying to find the classic one where it's the "You Stupid" video. That's like the first one I saw. Anyway, I'm gonna stop doing that now. I'm gonna go back to the podcast. Wait,
What?
I found it.
You stupid. No, not. What's 9 plus 10? You
So
stupid.
fucking weird.
What's 9 plus 10?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Hmm.
Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh, what the fuck's going on here?
I don't know why. Did something happen?
Oh.
The Pizza Party podcast turned 10 years old this week or last week.
No.
I actually watched that the day it came out, so yeah. Good times, but yeah, sad ending.
Everything has a sad ending.
True. Well, sometimes it's a happy ending, and then the prostitute leaves, and then, yeah, I guess you get all alone again.
Still a sad ending.
True.
It's a real tearjerker.
Speaking of which, CN Real turns 15 years old this year. Remember this? When we were kids, they stopped making cartoons and they wanted to make everything live action.
Hmm?
It was like Destroy, Build, Destroy, Dude,
Oh.
What Would Happen?
Oh, yeah.
That was 15 years ago this year. That happened.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
They fucked up. And then, the last anniversary I can bring up, the first AWGN video officially turned 20.
Really?
This week or so.
20 years ago.
Yep. It's crazy. He's still doing it. You can't keep getting away with it. I'm just kidding. There was also like a weird video that popped up where it was like somebody who used to work with the nerd talking about how much he actually kind of lost his respect for him because of his bizarre choices in his videos. Which is a weird thing to complain about, but the nerd's like so uncontroversial that I guess that's the best you can come up with.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a normal guy that fucking makes videos in his basement in his free time.
Yeah.
What can you say about that?
Yeah, he has a kid now, he's married, and his original cat he had in those old videos just passed away like a year or two ago, which is sad. It was an old cat, I think.
Yeah,
20 years ago. So we got our first bit of Joe Biden news.
Okay.
Joe Biden, he did a cease and desist on like a G Fuel type company that had like a powder you'd put in the water. It was lean flavored, and he used Joe Biden's face on the packaging. What a buzzkill! What a buzzkill! He took.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say I don't know why people want something that's lean flavored. Like lean, just something you can drink to get fucked up. I don't know who's drinking it for the taste. Like it's cough syrup and like grape medicine. It's weird.
Jesus.
But I guess you can buy. Well, I don't know if you. I assume they just had to change the packaging, but yeah. So we got two things of YouTube drama. One of them is not really news, but I thought I'd talk about it. The other one is actual news. And funny enough, both of them are related to the funny thing YouTubers like to do. You know.
Oh. Keto stuff?
Yes. Well, there's a podcast I listened to, and they talked about EDP. And I actually found a little bit of information out, but I just want to give my I don't know if you said position, but how I sort of discovered EDP right at the end of his career. This goes back to when me and Ricky were a lot younger. I found the fucking video where he's like, "Do you consider jacking off to be a sport?" And I used to send that video to Ricky like every other day.
Yeah, it was annoying. It's like for fucking 2 years.
It was a good video until shit got down. Eventually I forgot the video existed and I stopped sending it to Ricky. And then I went to start working at Love's, and I don't know what happened, but it was during an overnight. Me and Tennessee, we were talking. And I don't know if he popped up in my recommendations or if he popped up on Tennessee Boys. But I rediscovered EDP, and it was a video where he was talking about how he almost beat up a child in a parking lot, which didn't age well.
No, it didn't.
The video was called, like, almost threw hands with a 13-year-old or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
So, me and Tennessee Boy are like, oh yeah. Well, I told Tennessee Boy, like, oh yeah, I used to see this guy's videos a lot. And then it's like, I used to send it to Ricky. And then I think I sent it to Ricky again.
Yeah.
Right after I discovered him again.
Yeah, I was on a road call when you did that.
Do you consider jerking off to be a sport? Anyway, so what happened was me and Tennessee Boy subscribed to him, and we kind of kept up with his content. Because, like, a week after we subscribed to him, he uploaded a video where he's like, there are these rumors that I'm talking to these girls. And then his whole excuse is like, I'm just crazy, man. I'm just crazy. And me and Tennessee Boy are like, yeah, he just fucking did this, admitted it, and no one cared. And that's how it went. Nobody cared. Everyone in the comments were like, oh, I love you, EDP. It's okay. And then the cupcake incident happened.
Oh, God.
And then me and Tennessee Boy watched that video the night it came out. And, yeah, that's when EDP got banned. So I discovered EDP early on, and then rediscovered him right at the end. Literally right at the end as it was going down. Yeah. It was a fun watch. And he did not get that cupcake, I assume. But the reason I bring it up is because on this podcast, Criminally Stupid, they talk about the chat logs and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they'll be like, how's the pedo doing now? And they said something that caught my ear. So you remember the Boogie documentary that came out?
Yeah.
They're doing a sequel. It's going to be on EDP.
No, the Boogie one was bad enough.
Yes, it was. And Boogie's supposed to star in the new one against EDP.
I guess they're still friends.
Who, EDP and Boogie?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Boogie was also in the news. He was like trying to sell a crypto scam or something, but I didn't keep up with it because I don't really care about Boogie too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was interesting. I'm gonna watch that video when it comes out, the EDP video. What do you think? Ricky's yawning. You gotta give him a second.
No interest.
Okay. So the other one, this one is actual news. It happened. There was a former Twitch streamer. His name was Dr. Disrespect. Mm-hmm. He's not a person I like a lot. I didn't really like his content or who he is as a person, honestly. He's kind of a dickhead. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, when this happened, Tennessee Boy got really into Dr. Disrespect and kept playing his videos at work when I had to work with him. Mm-hmm. But he was just a streamer, and he like wore this fake mullet and those like conservative sunglasses. I don't know the best way to say, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And his thing would be like, he'd play a game and then scream, and he's disrespectful because he's Dr. Disrespect. Mm-hmm. But like around 2020, 2019 or so, Twitch banned him. Mm-hmm. No reason why. And the last stream of his was really weird. Because it consisted of him playing the game, and then he paused the game and kept checking his phone over and over again. And then he got banned from Twitch. Suddenly, mysteriously. And neither Twitch nor Dr. Disrespect talked about it. And this week, it finally happened, where we finally found out the situation. So a former Twitch employee did this. So I'm going to give some shit to Twitch. I don't like Twitch. I hated them for a long time. I still hate them. Mm-hmm. But they banned him because he's talking to a underage person over their messaging app. And the reason I blame Twitch is they never ever said that. Like, if they came out with that, this man would not be on the internet for the last 2 or 3 years that he's still been on it. Because he went to a new streaming platform that I don't know the name of. Mm-hmm. He got big there, kind of. So, yeah. Anyway, this week it all came out. A former Twitch employee was like, yeah, he got banned for messaging an underage person. And then he apparently tried to meet up with them at like a Twitch convention. Yeah. But Twitch never officially came out with that. It was a former employee that just leaked it. So Twitch is still kind of in their own for not even discussing it.
Yeah.
But I guess Dr. Disrespect lawyered up after he got banned. So I don't know what's going on there. But that was why he got banned, and now he's leaving the internet probably forever.
Hopefully.
But apparently the new streaming place he's on doesn't care, and so he still has a platform.
Unfortunately, they all still get one.
EDP, you know where to go. Apparently, wherever Dr. Disrespect goes. But I'm kind of happy because I always knew something was up with Dr. Disrespect. That's why I never liked him. And it was like when he got banned on Twitch, I knew he fucked something up, and nobody was talking about it because people were assuming it was like contract disputes or something. I was sitting there like, I feel like there's some weird shit going on. I don't trust it. Yeah, that's the end of the YouTube drama part. Any comments or no comments? Okay.
Again, I feel like there's going to be a lot more.
Yeah. So this is an interesting one. This is the one. So before we recorded, I was trying to find a video clip of something, and so I'm gonna have to put this in post. But the Japanese voice actor of SpongeBob died.
Really?
It's very sad. But the reason I bring it up is because I never heard SpongeBob's Japanese voice actor. Obviously, I'm American. But when he passed away, some Twitter clips popped up, and he literally sounded identical to SpongeBob, but speaking Japanese.
Really?
It was freaky. And so I'm going to try to put a clip here of that. And yeah, I'm sorry I can't show it to you right now because I just could not find it again, but I can find it later. But it freaked me out because it literally was like identical. So rest in peace to that guy. He was like perfect for the fucking job, honestly. So now we get into the Ed and Eddie news. Ricky's preparing. He's not sure how to feel.
This is gonna get weird. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Danny Antonucci, creator of Ed and Eddie, says Ed and Eddie reboot will fail, but suggests that he should make it into an Adult Swim show if he wants to. So he just straight up said that he doesn't think an Ed and Eddie reboot would work, but if it did work, he would prefer it to be an Adult Swim show.
Okay.
And,
a little weird, but okay.
Yeah. And the next thing, Danny Antonucci said Warner Brothers came to him to make a Scooby-Doo movie, and for whatever reason, it just didn't work out.
I can only imagine why.
I can only imagine it was not very good. Well, I mean, I imagine it was very good, but maybe not what Warner Brothers was looking for. So I don't think Danny Antonucci can make anything that's nice, honestly.
Oh, doesn't he hate America?
He hates America and kids animation. Fun fact, Ed and Eddie was made on a bet. Somebody bet him that he couldn't make a kids cartoon, and he made Ed and Eddie.
He made the best kid cartoon.
He did. I would say at points Ed and Eddie is not for kids. It's very mean-spirited sometimes.
That's why it was perfect for kids.
Yes, it was. Anyway, Barnes & Noble has a half-off sale for Criterion, and I want to go to a Barnes & Noble and go there. Fear and Loathing just got released on 4K.
Really?
Yeah, and it's $50, but the half-off sale is $25. I'm really thinking about getting it. Just because I will say this. I used to have Fear and Loathing on DVD, and it sounded like shit. Like, the audio was really bad. And then I got the Criterion Blu-ray, and it was like perfect audio. Like, it went from I could barely hear it to just flawless audio. So I'll give them credit. They did very good things to that movie. Team Fortress 2. We got TF2 news. It's playable again. They removed every single bot. I'm not making this up. They banned a lot of bots, and I actually played TF2 for the first time in months yesterday. I played for actually a couple hours and saw 0 bots. It was insane. Like, legit, TF2 is playable again, and I don't know how long it's going to be that way, but I'm actually really happy, because I love that game, and seeing the bots terrorize it for the last, like, 5 years has been not wonderful.
I gotta play at some point. I have the game.
Yeah.
got to play it.
So this is a new one. There's a gnome on TikTok, and I just think it's really funny. There's no news. I just like the gnome.
Okay.
Presidential debates. We basically talked about at the beginning, but this is the last thing besides another thing I got. Yeah, they weren't very good. It was like one president was like mumbling, and you couldn't understand anything they were saying, and it seemed like they didn't know how to get to a point. And the other president just kind of kept lying and deflecting. It was whenever someone brought something bad up, he'd be like, "That, forget about that." It was not a good watch, but I'm not surprised. I don't think there's going to be a good presidential debate for a little bit. Not until we get someone who's comprehensive and someone who's comprehensive are we going to get a good debate. Because at this point, just like watching Alzheimer's take over. And one of these two people is going to lead the country in a couple months. Yeah. But we're almost done with the news.
Okay.
The last thing is there was a Nintendo Direct. So I'll talk about the games that I'm kind of excited for, even though I'm not big into games anymore. There's a new Mario and Luigi game, the first one in like 10 years. And I used to play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on my Game Boy, and I might get into it again. I haven't actually played one in a long time. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is coming to Switch, so that's cool. Luigi's Mansion 2 is finally on Switch. So now we can technically play every Luigi's Mansion.
Yay.
Me and Rick used to have a playthrough channel, and Luigi's Mansion was our first game we ever played.
Yep.
Someday, that channel will come back. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is now playable on Switch. That game has a huge community for the fighting game community. And it's actually kind of notoriously difficult for people to find a way to play that game that's legal. And so it coming on Switch is actually really amazing. Funko Pop is making a game, and they're going to be trying to... I assume they're going after like the Lego market. But yeah, so I got a fun story with this one. I was talking to a friend who's really into Nintendo, and I talked to them about this Funko Pop game, and they weren't watching the Direct, and so they thought I was like gaslighting them, like I was making it up. Like I was like, "There's a Funko Pop game where you play as Freddy Fazbear and fight the Jurassic Park dinosaurs." And he was like, "Fuck off! Shut up! It's not real." And then he watched it, and I checked my messages. He's like, "I'm sorry. I fucking hate the world we live in." Not you. But yeah. New Legend of Zelda where you play as Link. That's pretty cool. And Metroid Prime 4. After years in development, hopefully it'll be worth the wait, because we saw gameplay for the first time.
Cool.
I played Metroid Prime 2 and I could never get into it, but hey, if you like that stuff, cool. Yeah. And that's it for gaming news. Like I said, a lot of game news and a lot of Cartoon Network news. And yeah.
That's cool.
That's all for our news. That was a long news section.
Oh yeah.
I liked it though. My throat hurts now. I guess we gotta go into our topic.
What is our topic?
I think we were gonna do history of our cars.
Oh, cool.
But I'm gonna go grab a water real quick.
Okay.
Because my throat hurts. So we'll be right back. And we're gonna talk about our cars that we owned and how we destroyed them. Or how other people destroyed them. Or how they committed suicide.
Yeah.
Back to the podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello.
We just had a weird moment. Don't worry about that.
Well, Ricky, you had the first car before all of us here, which is just me, I guess. So let's talk about your first cars. Which would be the Blazer, and would the Ranger be the second, I believe?
Yeah.
All right. You want to talk
my
about
first vehicle I got when I think I was 17.
It was a junior year, I do believe.
I just got my license. I had a 2000 Chevy Blazer, and it was a shit pile.
I liked it. I did kind of.
Oh
like
yeah,
it
was a cool little vehicle.
Yeah.
It would slam into 4-wheel drive just driving down the road.
That's great.
Took a whole tank of gas to get to work, and I only worked 19 miles away from my house.
Really? It was that bad?
Yeah, it was bad.
I actually didn't know it was that bad.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was worse than bad.
Yeah. I don't know if you really have a lot of Blazer stories. You only had it for like a week or two, right?
Yeah, until it extreme catastrophic failure.
Yeah. Oh, go on.
I did an oil change, and somebody fucked up majorly. I don't know who fucked up majorly.
Mm-hmm.
But it was spewing oil out of the oil filter. I did not know this.
Yeah.
Probably should not have drove it that night, but I did.
Fair enough.
And it was starting to lose oil pressure. Something wasn't right with it, so you're 17 years old. The obvious thing to do when something's wrong with your vehicle is jam it to the floor and hopefully it gets better. So here's basically, uh-oh, loses power. Uh-oh, losing power. Wah! Boom! People across the field still at the shop saw the 6-foot flame come out of the exhaust.
Yeah? Wow.
Yeah, it broke. Bad things happen.
I gotta ask, was this to work or from work? Because I don't remember.
This is from.
From, okay. And so we actually have a little section of Route 66 we call the Old Blazer Road.
Yeah, Blazer Road.
The Old Blazer Road has a lot of weird shit that happens on it, but that's where the Blazer died.
Three incidents in that stretch of road.
Yeah, it's all that stretch of road. And we're not going to say specifically where, though. You have to find the Old Blazer Road on your own.
Yeah.
But it is on 66. It is just 66.
Yep. Yeah, they saw the 6-foot flame and they heard the, boom that happened when that thing finally let go.
Yeah.
It was violent.
It was. Well, I wasn't there. It seemed like it.
It was violent.
Yeah. I think I only ever got to ride in the Blazer once or twice.
Yeah. Which would have been cool if it lived so I could keep it a while and drive it in high school. That would have been really cool. But no, it died.
Yeah, then you had to drive your dad's truck.
Yep.
Which is still better than me because my parents didn't have a vehicle. And my other family didn't want me to drive their vehicle for some fucking reason.
And then...
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
So basically, sad. Had a car for 2 weeks. Guess it was what it was. Nothing you could have done about it.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
And then no vehicle through my senior year and all that. Just driving my mom's van and my dad's truck around when I need to go places.
The school got mad because of cigarettes.
That was the whole thing.
His dad kept cigarettes in the truck and they got mad at Ricky for some reason. As a mechanic that was at the time in his 40s, he had cartons of cigarettes in his truck. And apparently that was my problem and I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, it's my dad's truck. He keeps cigarettes in there. It's what he does. All my life he's had a couple cartons of cigarettes in his vehicle. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Yeah, it's like if my dad had a car and I had to drive it, they'd get mad at the pedestrian blood from his drunk driving accidents. But it's like, it's not my fault. I didn't crash it. He did.
Yeah, that every vehicle he ever had, a couple cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah.
They were always sitting in the same damn spot, right there in between the seats. Like in the center of the seat, like always right there.
Yeah.
And the worst part is he'd always go, and he'd buy a carton.
Mm-hmm.
He'd unfold it open, which is really hard to do. And then he would unwrap and pull the paper out of each pack.
Cool.
So they were all sitting there. This pack's empty. Out the window. The way Dad did it. New pack. Go.
Yeah.
I didn't see any big deal. I didn't move them and thought that was just the way it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Our school got mad at a lot of stupid shit that they didn't need to get mad about. And then I don't think they got mad at things they should have got mad about, honestly.
Yeah. oh yeah, this guy drove his dad's truck in to do a couple things to it. And, well, there's 2 cartons of cigarettes sitting in the seat. I'm like, my dad's a mechanic. Your dad didn't have 2 cartons of cigarettes sitting in the middle of his truck seat? I thought that was just the way... I thought that was everybody's dad. Except the weird dads that didn't smoke. And they had, like, fucking... I don't know. 2 cartons of coconut water sitting in the center seat. I don't know what the gay, non-smoking dads did.
Yeah. All my dad did was smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. Didn't see no problem with it. And they called me down to the office. I went, like, the best part is they called my dad.
Oh, is he like, yeah, those are mine?
They went like, sir, your son drove in here and was working on his truck in the auto shop. And there were 2 cartons of cigarettes in the seat. He went like, yeah, that's where they go. Your dad didn't keep 2 cartons of cigarettes in the center of the seat of his truck? I thought that's what everybody did.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, those are mine.
Did you ever get in like actual trouble, or did they just kind of like what?
My dad went like, no, my dad handled it. And he went, yeah, those are mine. It's my truck. I was having them do something. I didn't take the cigarettes out because, well, that's where my cigarettes go. They went like, you can't bring cigarettes and all that on school grounds. Well, it's my truck. I count my cigarettes. I know exactly how many I have. If there's a problem, I'll handle it.
Okay.
He's a weird kid. He won't smoke. Like, firmly tobacco free. Little to know the future.
Yeah, the future.
Yeah.
The vape. Vape. Anyway, before I got my Pontiac, you still had the Ranger. So, any Ranger stories? How we got the Ranger?
Fucking the Ranger.
So I actually do remember how you got it. If you forgot, it was a guy we worked with.
From a guy that I worked with because I needed a vehicle.
He was a okay guy, I guess.
He was weird. I didn't like him, but he acted like I did like him. I didn't.
Okay.
He's a fucking idiot.
He only worked 1 day of the week, which is really weird.
Yeah, the reason I didn't like him is he wanted to be an engineer.
Oh yeah, you don't like engineers?
That's firmly, that's the only reason I hated him. So he wanted to be an engineer and go to college and be an engineer, and well, fuck him. I don't like engineers.
Yeah.
But went up to his house, bought it home, played it, and everything's perfect.
Ranger, his Ranger is like the first vehicle he owned that I actually was in multiple times, not like the Blazer.
Oh yeah, it had that hard top tonneau cover that was a trifold.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah, you got mad at me one time about that. I think right when you first got it, it blew in the wind, and I told you, and you're like, why the fuck are you telling me that? I was like, sorry.
Oh yeah, I think it blew open, and you like, yeah, your fucking tonneau cover blew open 3 miles ago. Well, thanks for telling me now.
It did it just then, right when we got to Love. I didn't think you wanted to stop in the middle of the, right past 66.
Well, I was an angry kid, so
you were an angry kid. You're still angry.
Not as angry as I used to be.
True.
But oh yeah, fucking fun times with that truck.
You did not give a shit about that truck.
No, I did not.
I loved it.
I did oil. I had to fix it a few times because, well, it's a 20-year-old Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it broke and I fixed it. And it was all kinds of fun. But that was the most truck I've ever owned. I have to say, out of all my trucks, that's the one I've done the most shit with.
Yeah, I can see it.
I used to go in these weird places fishing with that truck. Nothing I own now would be able to get where I got that Ranger.
Yeah, you used to drive up snow piles with it. Like, if it hurt the truck, but you didn't give a shit. You're like, keep going, bitch.
I yeeted it over that snow pile.
You did. I remember that.
And then just slammed it in the... Put it in reverse and just slammed on the gas back over. Then there was one day... My uncle wanted a bunch of scrap hauled out of his garage.
Yeah. Is this the end or no?
No, this is not the end.
Okay.
I drove it way too long.
You did, but it was kind of... it was decent.
He had 2 refrigerators, a washer, dryer, a stove, and a deep freeze.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're going to take multiple trips to the scrapyard. I went like, I got a Ranger. Fridge. On top of... Fridge, washer, dryer, fridge, deep freeze sitting on top of the roof of the cab. Strapped it all down and went.
Yeah.
And keyword Angry Ranger noises. Wah!
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I think that's of course when you start driving me to work with it. I think we went to Walmart with it a couple times. It was decent.
Oh yeah.
It was a nice little truck.
Oh yeah. Love.
I love Rangers. I really do. The old Rangers, they're great.
Yeah, that's where I actually I used to keep a cooler in the back where no one could see it. That's where I used to hide all my beer and Jack Daniels and Jim Beam.
Yeah. You had the Ranger before you turned 21, right?
Yeah, I did not have it when I was 21.
Yeah, it didn't live that long.
No. And the only reason I got rid of it...
Well, before there's something I was going to say before you got rid of it. I'm trying to think. I did have something I wanted to say. Well, first of all, I think when we started our YouTube channel, our playthrough series, you had the Ranger.
Yeah.
We made fun of it a lot in our early series.
I think that's the last time I went to a movie theater. Is I drove me and you up there in the Ranger.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a SpongeBob movie.
The SpongeBob movie was when we were in high school. I don't know what movie it would have been.
No, it was the weird SpongeBob movie. I was out of high school when I had Ranger.
Yeah, I know, but the SpongeBob movie, we were in high school, I think.
I don't remember. I just know we went and saw a movie.
Yeah.
With my grandma and sister.
Oh, it was Kung Fu Panda.
Or something like that, yeah.
Kung Fu Panda or SpongeBob, yeah, one of those two.
And then we came back and then directly did a bullshitting video.
Yeah.
And that's when you referenced it.
Yeah, I said a shitty red truck, like all red trucks or something like that.
That's also the one where some guy tried to fucking kill us. He tried to...
Oh, yeah, that was in the Ranger.
Yeah, that was pure rage.
Do you want me to talk about that story from my perspective, or...?
I'll give my perspective.
Yeah, he was the driver in this incident.
So we were rolling down the road, just coming up to about a mile from the stop sign. And all of a sudden, this fucking Ram pickup just tries to pass somebody. And we were like probably far apart.
Yeah, we were very close to the other side, yeah.
So I pulled off in the ditch to go so he wouldn't hit us. Came back on the road, kind of went weird fishtail back in the ditch and stopped in the middle of the ditch.
Uh-huh.
Keyword me jumping out, yelling all kinds of shit, obscenities and shit.
Yeah.
Making sure nothing's fucking broke.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony scared in the passenger seat.
I was not scared. I was just kind of saying like, oh, okay.
I don't know. Didn't know if he was scared about me yelling because he knew I was super, super fucking angry.
I actually didn't know you were yelling at the time. I was just kind of like, is he coming back or are we walking?
I just abandoned you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have to figure out how to drive there.
Yeah. I didn't have my license at the time.
All kinds of angry. I jumped back in the truck, still all pissed off. From my recollection, I just slammed it into the floor and drove out of the ditch.
You did. It got out.
I think we came out of that ditch sideways.
Oh, we came out of the ditch and we jumped. We definitely had some air time.
Yeah, I was probably doing just above the speed limit of old 66 when I came out of the ditch.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah, that's what happened. We were on 66. I guess we can say the exact spot we were at. It was by BP in Odell. There's like this 4-way stop.
Yeah, we were probably a half mile off that, or a little closer.
A little closer, I'd say. And we were getting to the stop. You were probably slowing down, preparing for the stop. And there was like this little car in front. I don't remember what it was. It doesn't really matter. And there was the Dodge behind it. And so this little car stopped at the stop sign, or the four-way stop. He kept going. And then I think the Dodge literally just rolled past the stop sign, didn't give a shit. Past this little car while we were in the opposite lane. He clearly saw us. He just didn't... I don't know what the fuck that dude's issue was. And then Ricky just had to quickly turn into the ditch, and then, yeah, we got stuck in the ditch.
Again, I remember hitting the gravel, then coming back on the road fishtailing, then back down in the ditch.
That might have happened, but I just remember going straight to the ditch.
Again, what we remember is different. I couldn't tell you what actually happened.
Yeah. But I did see Ricky get out, and I didn't actually hear or see anything. I just kind of sat there. I was like, oh, cool. And he came back in, and then you revved it up, and you got that bitch spinning, and you jumped out of the ditch with it.
Oh, yeah, I was pissed. I think we got there in record time just because I had her to the floor. I was so goddamn mad.
I'd be pissed, too. I'm surprised you didn't spin that bitch around and try to follow a Dodge.
Oh, yeah, I was ready to fight. I was still mad. I was still fucking fuming when we got to work.
I remember when you got to work. I don't know if you called your dad when it happened, but he was already there, and he was like, "You guys okay?" You were pissed. You just walked right to the... I don't think you talked to him.
No, I didn't say a fucking word. I think he ended up doing a walk around to the truck, making sure... Because it was covered in mud.
Oh, yeah?
I was throwing fucking rooster tails coming out of that ditch. I was pissed.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we're alright. Some fucking asshole tried to, like, pass another guy, and then it's, like, right directly in our car. We were probably, like, feet away, honestly.
Yeah, I just basically abandoned you to explain to my dad what happened. Yeah. I was so goddamn mad.
Yeah. Well, then later on, you told me that when you were out of the car, the guy who was in the little car who got passed stopped to try to help, and you threw a wrench at him, and then he just left.
Yeah, I do remember that. He went like, "Oh, are you okay?" Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Ding, ding, ding!
I can't blame the guy for leaving.
Oh, I was fucking lividly angry.
Yeah, it was not a good situation. I couldn't remember if it was with the Canyon or Ranger, but I think it was the Ranger.
Yeah, it was definitely the Ranger, because that's when things started getting real soft.
Yeah.
I think that's when it kind of blew out the frame. I didn't help because I beat the shit out of it. Any more? Yeah, I do have one more Ranger story.
Yeah, one more Ranger story.
One more extreme anger Ranger story.
Was I in the car for this one or no?
No, but you were indirectly the cause of the incident, but you just did what I asked.
Oh, wonderful. I love those kind of stories.
I was just up on the front porch talking to my mom and dad.
Uh-huh.
And had a radio on the truck. I don't remember what was playing. All of a sudden it went into Willard Walker Jr. and one of his, like, I think it was Family Tree started playing. I just got mad, jumped in the truck. It was snowy, dead of winter.
Yeah?
I got mad, just stepped on it, went around the corner, and just got sideways and plowed into a fucking snowdrift.
Okay.
Don't know why I was angry about that, but I was.
You're mad about Wheeler Walker Jr.?
Yeah, playing. I was on the porch talking to Mom and Dad.
Oh.
And that started playing, and I got really mad.
Weird. How was I the direct cause of that? Did I?
You're the one that made the flash drive.
I don't remember.
Because my phone wasn't connecting to the radio at that time.
Oh, I don't remember putting Wheeler Walker Jr. on that, but okay. Yeah. I might have. To be fair, you probably asked me to, so.
Yeah. And then that summer we went to do a brake job, and frame was firmly fucked.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the Ranger.
Yeah. My truck has scoliosis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still continued driving around town at that point.
You did. I remember the last time I was in the Ranger. I think, I don't exactly remember what happened. I think we had a fire, or I was at your house at an overnight. And you were driving me home, and you're like, hey, so, I unbolted the seats, but I put the passenger one back in, but it's unbolted and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "You're going to go for a ride in it." And I remember it was like kind of shaky. It seemed like it had like a little weird thing going on. And you're like, "Yeah, this is probably the last time you're going to be in it," and it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
We ended up scrapping it. And then I think it was like 6-7 months without a vehicle. And then I got another vehicle I beat the fuck out of.
Yeah. So before I get into that, should we talk about the Bonneville? Because you had the Canyon before I had the Bonneville, but we had the Canyon and Bonneville at the same time. So what do you think?
We can start Canyon and then go into Bonneville.
Okay. Bonneville's my first car, which I'd get while he had the Canyon.
Yeah, we're basically gonna do this dueling banjos, so we know what we had.
Okay.
So then I got a 2005 GMC Canyon.
Single cab.
A single cab, short bed. Nice little truck.
It was.
Still runs and drives today, as far as to my knowledge.
Yeah.
But it works. It worked.
Yeah.
The only problem with it was owned by someone that hauled trash from Chicago to here where we live.
Yes. We're the trash capital of the state.
Yeah, but to roll the tarps on that, they have to go up and walk in the trash.
Yeah.
So that shit was soaked into the carpet, so in the hot, it just fucking stunk.
And that's why he tore out the carpets.
Yep.
Yep, okay. I didn't actually know that till just now.
Yep. That's why it never had carpet, is I tore it out, and because I could never get it clean.
Yeah. I do have one Canyon story that I can think of off the top of my head. It involves trash, funny enough.
Yeah, I was just driving it around and going to work and all that, and it is a vehicle that I could actually drive places and everything.
It was a really reliable vehicle.
Oh yeah, it was. I didn't really do much to it.
No.
I think I did a thermostat and all that, and
Well,
basic maintenance.
I do have a story. I think it was with the Canyon, but it might have been the Ranger. Now I think about it. I think it was the Canyon though. So this is when you worked at Hardee's. So Canyon is the vehicle he owned when he worked at Hardee's, right? And then he also used it right when he worked at Love's. I remember that. And so there's this story where I think we were both at the Hardee's. Oh, Ginger just got to the shop or store, whatever. And he like couldn't get his truck to work or something, so he needed a ride.
That was Ranger.
That was a Ranger. Damn
that
it.
was Ranger when I just got it back together, but didn't install something right, so it ate the pulley and snapped the belt.
Yeah. Well, the reason I bring that up is because you the entire night were like, Anthony, I know you don't have your license, but please just drive the truck to Ginger's house and then drive back to pick us up. You might have been working there too then.
No. It was I was gonna take you to Odell.
No, you wanted me to drive specifically. You didn't want to drive.
No, not the way I remember it could be. I was going to take you to Odell, and I was going to come back, I was going to grab Ginger, and then I was going to pick you back up, and we were going to be gone.
Okay.
We didn't make the first trip.
No, we didn't. But how I remember it was you were trying to convince me to drive, and I was like scared because like, I don't have my license, I don't want to get pulled over, I want this, that. And you're like, just do it. And then I remember we started driving, and when shit started to get fucked up, I was like, thank God I didn't drive it, because they explained this over the phone, you'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
But then you were the one driving it, so I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
The air conditioner started screaming at us.
Yeah, there's two other times it broke down on me. One was the actual problem I fixed before that. Where the timing belt broke and it just shut off and went to the side of the road. It was like a mile from the Love, so I just walked the mile back. And work mom got pissed because I walked a mile back to the store.
Okay.
So my dad could pick me up.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to sit there on the side of the road.
Fair enough.
And she got all kind of, you should have called. I'm like, I don't have your number. Well, here it is. Still have it to this day.
Okay.
She was pissed about me walking back.
Okay.
And then the one time, I think this is where I wanted you to drive. I think this is where the story gets confused.
Is this with Mr. Sleepyhead where you?
Yeah. He was gonna. So I followed him all the way home.
I thought that was in the canyon.
No, that was the Ranger when
Okay.
the alternator went out.
No, I remember. Maybe when we
Yeah,
drive
I was
that
gonna
too.
go up and drive his truck, while you followed with mine. Which I get it. So we followed him home.
It all went well driving him home.
And then we were coming back. We were a mile outside of Pontiac.
Yeah, we're right next to the old Kmart.
And again, we lost all power and it died.
It was some with the alternator.
Yeah, it was the alternator. We had to jump it 3 times to get it home.
Yeah, we did.
Fun times.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about Canyon, that Ranger. But
Yeah, but that's kind of my last wrap up with the Ranger.
Yeah.
Things I forgot about.
The Canyon, there wasn't a lot of fuckery, honestly.
At
At least from my perspective.
it never really broke down. It had one flat tire. I think I kind of modified it a little bit so it was and everything.
Mm.
But it ran good. I kind of kept up on it. I still beat the holy hell out of it, but
Yeah.
no. That's just the way it goes when I own things. I beat the shit out of things.
Yeah. Well, my Canyon story was the time my mom, she has this problem where she keeps these old recycled cans that she never wants to take in.
Mm-hmm.
So when she went to Wisconsin, we did it. And so we went to the back of my garage and started getting all these garbage bags full of cans. You just kept stuffing it into like a tower on the canyon.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the picture of that somewhere.
Yeah, that's actually... Because I got my 97 GMC C3500 dually. And this was kind of more to COVID times.
Well, no, that wasn't COVID times. That was like a year before.
I'm pretty sure because I kind of bought the dually just before COVID happened. And I know I had the dually because I just got the truck back together. Because I had it sitting a lot and everything.
Okay.
It's when the brakes were rusted over and I couldn't stop real well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that truck, I took that all over the place. It was there when I started the job the first time working where I am now.
Yeah.
I had that for a long time.
Well, one last canyon story I remember was you're going through the alley and you hit the pole.
Oh yeah, I was backing out of your alley and hit the pole and I was just like, fuck.
You got really upset, and I called your dad like, yeah, your son's gonna come home very angry.
Still never fixed that. It
Well,
worked.
Let's talk about selling the canyon, because I think I can talk about that a little bit from my perspective.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get the story because I had the dually. It got took apart once, kind of painted, custom headlights, taillights, and everything.
Oh, yeah, there was that incident.
Hitch receiver and all that. Got it all back together, and I think that's when I ran the cans and everything.
Yeah.
Then it just sat for a while and everything. Didn't really do anything. Sat for months. Then I got it back rolling again. No, this is... Okay, I took it apart to do all the custom stuff when I got the dually.
Yeah.
When I got the Hyundai's when it sat a lot.
Okay.
So it was... That's when I got it running back again to run those cans.
The canyon ran the cans.
Yeah.
But, do you want to get into Bonneville, or do you want to finish up with Canyon first?
We're gonna just finish up with the canyon real quick.
Okay.
So selling it.
That was my mistake.
Yes, it was. I was gonna keep it, and I should have kept it. It really, in retrospect, I would not have a lot of problems that I do now if I would have kept it.
It was a very fine truck.
And just had 3 trucks in the Hyundai.
And
2
a-
trucks in the Hyundai.
And a rabbit.
And I think everything would be a lot better off now if I would have kept it.
Yeah.
But I didn't, so can't really dwell on it.
Well, Rick... Go on.
I kept trying to get my well, Kyle or Anthony to buy it.
I should have bought it.
Yes, you should have, because you'd still have it and you'd still love it.
Yeah. I didn't buy it for a reason, and funny enough, that reason has not actually been fulfilled. I'll say that. But, yeah. You want to explain? Well, I feel like that's why I should explain why I was going to buy it and why I didn't, and all that mess.
Yeah.
So basically, Ricky was trying to sell the Canyon, and I was looking for a new car. My car, the Bonneville, which we haven't talked about yet, was kind of getting near the end, and I was starting my job at Amazon. This would have been the time to start a job at Amazon. So I wasn't sure about the Canyon because there were times in my Bonneville where I had all 4 passenger seats filled. And I thought it would be perfect for if my grandma, my mom, and my grandpa needed a ride, 4-seater. And the Canyon was a single cab with only 2 seats, really. And so that's actually why I didn't get it. And so I got this other car. And funny enough, Bonneville is the only car where I've only had 4 passengers in it, so it didn't even become important.
Yeah, you could have ran that truck and just...
Yeah.
Honestly, with that truck, you could have kept the Bonneville to have the 4-seater and everything.
Yeah, I could have, I guess. But then I have 3 cars in my driveway. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I didn't buy it. I should have, because I think you were trying to sell for, like, what, $2,000? It was kind of cheap.
I tried to sell it. I ended up... Honestly, I would have sold it to you cheaper than I did.
Yeah? What'd you sell it for?
I sold it for $900.
God damn it.
Yeah, you could have gotten it cheap. But
Yeah.
hate to tell you.
Well, every time you're like, 15? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like you could have talked me way down. I probably would have gave it to you $800.
Yeah.
But sold it to a...
Well, before we get to that, I would say that I found a great car that I thought looked really cool. And everyone's like, go get it, and we got it, and we'll figure out that story later on, but it didn't go too well.
Yeah, but ended up selling it to a lesbian for $900.
Yeah.
Ran probably 3 more years until she traded it off, and I have no idea where it is now, but I am still looking for it.
Do you have the VIN number still or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have all the VIN numbers for every vehicle I've ever owned.
Me too, and I recommend anyone listening do the same.
Yeah, so I'm looking to try to find it and buy it back.
Yeah. Good luck.
Which leads into your Bonneville.
Oh, fun. So, I got my license. I drove the Canyon a couple times, and then I drove the Canyon for my driver's test, I believe.
Yep.
That's where that one bitch got mad at me for something that was debatably not my fault.
Yep.
But basically, I got my license, and then after I got my license, it was like one of those things where I couldn't find rides anymore because Ricky was working on Love's side, and I had to ride. I needed to ride for Hardee's, and they had different hours. And so I couldn't find a ride sometime. I remember there's this phone call with our boss, Satan, where she was like, so what are you going to do about it? Because I couldn't get a ride. She was like pissed. I should have just said I fucking quit, but I didn't. But eventually we went to this dealership we liked more back then than we do now.
I still don't have a problem with them.
Fuck them. Anyway.
I still have had nothing but good luck with things I've bought in there.
Whatever. Anyway, so I went there, and the cheapest car was this Bonneville. I was looking at a police interceptor, but everyone was like, don't get a police interceptor. I was like, fine.
I was by the police interceptor.
Yeah.
I was firmly on the bus of the police interceptor.
Hey, you drove me to this dealership.
I was just there to look.
Okay.
I was just going where you said to go.
But they had a cheap $2,000 car, which was a Bonneville, and I had $2,000, and so I just bought it then there. No need to negotiate or any of that shit. Just boom, $2,000, good, decent car. And then I still had to find rides because I didn't have insurance for like a whole month because getting insurance apparently takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got the Bonneville. So the people at the dealership, they actually had like sentimental values with this Bonneville. This dealership was like owned by a married couple, and apparently this was the car they bought right after they got married. This was their first car.
Yep.
Together. And so I bought their car, and I just drove it to work a lot. I'm actually sort of remember the first time I ever drove it because that was the real first time I ever drove, honestly. Yeah. I was just driving 66, driving to work. And I saw actually my manager while driving. I followed her. It was kind of creepy, but yeah. We were going to the same spot. But I became kind of an asshole. I kept putting stickers on it.
Yeah.
I would say the Bonneville had the most stickers of any car I own.
Yeah.
And I just want a little cut here. The guy who owns it still, I see him every morning. He drives around. He still has his stickers on there, and they're sun faded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still has them. I thought about putting one of our podcast stickers if I ever find it alone and vulnerable.
Yeah, I hated that car.
Ricky was my mechanic because I'm kind of stupid. And let me say, every basic necessity, the easiest thing to do on any other car was a pain in a fucking ass on the Bonneville.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Ricky was like, I fucking hate doing oil changes for this fucking car.
Yeah, because the drain plug would always be at like 10,000 foot-pounds, no matter how loosely you put it on. You could have fucking just started one thread. Next time, it's going to be tightest thing you've ever fucking messed with.
Yeah. And you need like an exact tool to get the filter out every time too.
Yeah. And then, oil changes were a pain in the ass.
The tires, I forgot. When we got it, every single tire was fucked up, and they all, within the first 3 months, basically popped or flattened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes with used cars.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as is.
I remember one time I drove my mom to work. I called you in the parking lot at like 5 a.m.
You called my dad.
Oh, yeah, I think you were asleep. And so I called your dad after that.
And he woke me up, and then we had to go out there and air up and change a tire.
Yeah, I had a spare. Thankfully, it did come with a spare.
Yeah, I did front struts. I did both half shafts. I did rear connecting arms.
You did a little too much. Oh, yeah, the rear connector. One time when I was driving home, I got to the gas station that's over there, and I heard POM! I thought somebody was shooting at me. And then every time I turned, I went poo-poo! And then it got like really, whenever it wind would blow, it got like really swingy on the car. Hard to handle.
Weird like anti-sway bar weird thing they had. That was a pain in the ass. Because it was 17 degrees and somebody locked the fucking door. Because they were sleeping.
Oh yeah, well that's probably when I was doing overnights.
Yeah, dick.
Sorry, I didn't think about it.
And then the fucking blower motor.
Oh yeah, the blower motor went out. And then the first one we bought didn't fit. And then the second one we bought didn't fit. But then it came with the proper part to make it fit. And then we realized the first one could fit if you had this proper fucking part, which it didn't have for some fucking reason.
Yeah, that took me a month and a half to do attempting, and then I finally got it done.
Yeah. But there's, I guess, that car, the Bonneville, is my only 2 accidents I ever had with that car.
Again, I have my opinions on the first one.
Well, that was the deer. It was the first one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well,
it's obviously the deer's fault.
Yeah. Well, it was overnight. It was dark out. It was like still dark at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., whatever. Mm-hmm. I was going home, and it was on the old Blazer Road. Once again, it's a reoccurring character. Mm-hmm. And it was right before the train tracks. There was a car ahead of me, and I saw their like taillights like go black, and I was like, "What?" And I thought it was like their taillights were fucked up or something. Mm-hmm. Then I kept going forward, and all of a sudden I realized, oh no, they went black because a deer just suddenly walked right in behind it, and bam, hit that fucker. Dented my hood, broke my front light.
Yeah, headlight.
Headlight, yeah. But and it smelled like maple syrup the entire time.
Yeah, I actually made a tool because of your car.
Well, before that. So after that, I called your dad or you, and I literally did a U-turn and drove back to Love's with it.
Oh, yeah. I think just my dad went. You called my dad, and he went up there. Well, I was still asleep. I woke up about my average time, like 11 o'clock in the morning. Dad went like, yeah, your buddy hit a deer. Did he total the Bonneville?
No.
Fuck. I cried. I cried when I heard it wasn't totaled.
Honestly, that Bonneville, it survived a lot of shit. It was, I don't know, all the parts were falling apart, but damn, the thing wouldn't fucking ever give up on you. Yeah. It's that fucking engine that the GM put in it. What was it? Like the Buick engine? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was one of those engines you couldn't feel no matter what you did.
I think it was a Buick Series 2 360?
3000? 3800.
3800, something like that, yeah.
But I hated working on that car. And there's one time we went up to Love's to do the oil change, put it up in the air so I could drain. And you fucking forgot the oil.
I forgot the oil. We took the oil out at that point.
And you ended up running it on Rotella for a long time.
That shit worked decent though.
Yes, it did.
It probably helped.
Like, I was very angry. I was very annoyed.
I thought it was really funny. I couldn't stop laughing. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, we're just there, just like, well, what do we do now? We got the oil out. We thought you brought it with you.
I thought I brought it too.
And the shop assistant manager just went, okay, what kind of diesel oil do you want? You want Rotella or Delvac? You want Rotella. That's what we filled it up with.
It didn't have any issues from what I'm aware.
He could tell how mad I was. I was just like, you fucking dipshit.
That was probably me at my worst.
You had one goddamn job, and you fucking failed.
That was a good story. Yeah.
Then we took it up there for another reason. I can't remember. You ended up driving the truck. I don't remember what that was for.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, I still to this day don't remember what we went up there to do.
That Bonneville, though, had a lot of, like, electrical problems. And I looked online. That's, like, the biggest issue everyone had was that the electronics would just fail every day.
It was the beginning of, like, the
computer
error and cars with all kinds of electronics and everything. They didn't get it right yet. Debatably, I still don't think they got it right.
Not really, but yeah. It was really bad. The lights in the interior didn't work, so it was just dark every night.
Yeah.
Then one day you told me that when you had it for a little bit, you got the lights in the interior to work for like a second, and then they all turned off, and you like burnt something.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's something I still don't think you ever noticed or knew.
No, I don't.
I figured out why the lights weren't working.
Yeah.
And I fixed it.
Yeah.
And I took all the bulbs out, hoping that one day you'd try to fix it yourself and see there were no bulbs in there.
Oh, so I thought you told me they all blew, fucking dickhead.
No, I got them working, and I went like, I'm gonna fuck with this fucker. I wonder if he ever tries to fix it himself.
Well, no.
Took all the bulbs out. I still have them.
Oh, well, you always told me that was during when I was trying to sell it, not that when I was using it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know I took all the bulbs out, just like this fucker's gonna try to fix it himself. And he's never gonna figure out there's no bulbs in it.
To be fair, that interior was a bitch to get anything out of.
They are still to this day in the glove box of the dually.
Good. That's actually what we did with our other car. My other car is that when we traded in, we just took out all the lights and kept all the LEDs.
Yeah, I still think you have those.
Yep, I do. Because my Kart car doesn't take any of them.
Like.
But I guess we'll talk about the second Bonneville accident. What were you gonna say before I interrupted you?
No, I don't think so. I was gonna say anything.
Oh. Well, the second incident was a little weird. So I was meeting a friend at a grocery store we have up here. And it was just kind of, I don't know. It was a summer day. It was a little more packed. And so I tried to get into this parking space. And it was kind of a weird angle, I'll be honest on my part. But this guy was just backing out. And I thought he was stopped, but he might have been going like a little bit. And we didn't even crash, really. It was just more of a scrape. And this guy got out of the truck, was really pissed and angry. He called the cops, and the cop was like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. So we just exchanged insurance information. And then I found out, like a few days later, that apparently he's related to you somehow.
Yeah, he's related to my bitch of an aunt that I wish would die. So that's when I got the opinion of, well, this guy was backing out. Because, again, the way you explain it to me, it still sounds this way. It sounds like you were pulling in, he was backing out, and he backed into you. If he's in reverse, it was his fault.
Yeah.
Again, I still want to call bullshit on a whole situation. Only because he's related to my aunt. My aunt's a cunt bag that needs to go fucking die in a hole.
Yeah.
In the most horrible way possible.
Yeah, well, thanks to this incident, I can't get better insurance, and my insurance is like $200 a month now.
Well, don't worry. I didn't get away with it for years. My insurance just recently went up because when I got fired from the tractor factory, all my shit lapsed. And although I did not drive without insurance, they still raised my insurance because I had insurance lapse.
That's fucked up. But my insurance actually went down for the first time in years this month. It was from like $250. Now it's down to $180. So it actually went down a lot. It happened just this month. So, yeah.
Yeah, that used to be the price of my insurance for all of my vehicles.
Yeah, my insurance has always been high. Even when I first got insurance, it was like 200 something, and then I hit that car and it went up a little bit. And then
again, my opinion,
when he hit me, it went up a bit, and then, yeah, it's the first time I ever went down. And every time I go to an insurance place to look for new ones, they're like, the best we can do is like maybe $400 a month. I was like, fuck you. Because I went to where you used to go down in town.
Yeah, where my insurance for a 1-ton dually, a 2013 Ram, a Rabbit, motorcycle and all that was like $190 some a month.
Yeah. And I went there and I just had the Bonneville and the Gremlin, which the Gremlin was probably not insured at the time. Mm-hmm. And they were telling me it was going to be like over $400 a month. And I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I was very confused.
And that was like almost a year after the incident where where the guy hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
Yeah. Okay, next, I'm going to just run these two vehicles.
Well, I guess I'm going to just say how we ended the Bonneville.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the fire.
Basically, I decided to go to the same dealership that I got the Bonneville. We tried to trade it in, but they wouldn't accept it because they're assholes. Mm-hmm. And so we got my nice 98 Cadillac DeVille with a North Star engine with like 80,000 miles. What can go wrong? Mm-hmm. In retrospect, we know what went wrong.
If I had
if we knew, we wouldn't.
No, if I had a lift, I would have been able to fix it for $1,700.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So we had the Bonneville, they wouldn't trade it in, so I parked it in Ricky's yard, and he just let me leave it there for like almost a year. I kept trying to sell it for like $1,000, and no one wanted to buy it. There was one time where somebody came to look at it right when I was getting the title, and he I don't know, had like a bitch freak out, said it was all rusted underneath, and left.
Yeah.
And then we finally found some guy. He was a cool dude. He was like, he was buying it for his brother. And it was like $800 we sold it for, or something like that.
Yeah.
He was a cool dude. He was like, we drive around in a Saturn, and the Saturn doesn't have bass seats because the floor rusted out. It's like, okay.
Okay, there you go, bud.
He still drives the Bonneville to this day, from what I'm aware. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because there wasn't much wrong with it. Because I fixed everything.
Yeah. Well, the reason I upgraded it was because I started working at Amazon, and I went from like a 20-25 minute drive to a 45 to 50 minute drive. Mm-hmm. And let's just say it drove there fine, but right when I would get off the exit, it would when it slowed down, it'd start to shake. The entire engine, the whole car would just shake every time I had to shift a gear. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, that's the end of this. Yeah, it's a good city car, but it can't drive 45 minutes every day.
That transmission, you would already lost transmission if you were driving it the way you were.
Yeah. So we let her go, and I got the Cadillac. Anyway, you can talk about your cars you're going to wrap into now.
Okay, so like midway of owning the Canyon, I bought my big dually, my first manual transmission vehicle. Absolutely love this truck. Love this truck like my firstborn fucking child. Fucking never will sell it. I still own it. I will never get rid of it. I will be buried in this truck.
Mm-hmm. Oops, sorry.
Love this truck, especially for driving in the COVID times where it was like $1 a gallon.
Yeah, those were good times.
Because it's a big dually, a 454 big block, big thundering V8. Beautiful truck. I love it. I also had the Canyon and that when I went to the job in Bloomington. And for a walk...
Sorry.
scared me.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
When I started working in Bloomington, absolutely drove it to Bloomington. I love this truck.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of work into it. I'm doing more work to it because it needed a few things. Not driving right now, but I'm getting there. I'm being patient because I know I'm going to own this truck my whole life.
Yeah.
Really not too many stories, I guess, technically with it.
You did get into one crash with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one I got in that accident with. Some old-ass fucker hit me and pushed me into a van because he apparently didn't know how to merge onto the highway. Or how to yield the right-of-way for people on the highway.
Yeah.
He scuffed one of my fenders. Well, both my fenders. And, well, I totaled his fucking car because this truck's fucking heavy.
Actually, can I say something real quick about the Bonneville? You just reminded me of it. When I scratched that truck, 100% the truck got more damage than my Bonneville did. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how.
Yeah, this guy dinked my fender, pushed me in the van. At that point, it's an old truck. So I went back into him because, well, it's an old truck that just got bounced around.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of go where it wants for a second. Pushed him through a highway sign. I bounced through the ditch just fine. It barely damaged my truck. My truck was fine.
Yeah.
And theirs were completely. It was totaled. There's no doubt about it. It was totaled.
Yeah.
Their car got fucked up. Which another cool story. Went through all that, got all that done. They went like, the officer went, okay, we can have a tow truck out here to pull you out of the ditch in probably 45 minutes. I don't think that's going to be necessary, officer, as long as you kind of make sure I'm good to roll out in case I have to go a little bit in the lane. And I'm like, oh, I can have the tow truck here to pull you out if necessary. I think I'll be fine. Same, just like the Ranger. Put it in first gear. Gave her a little rev. Bah, 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 all the way up on the highway.
Yeah.
The officer went, that was cool. You had no problem. You just boop, boop. And went like, to jump around it, you got the high vis on. Look around it, make sure you're actually good to go down the road. I went like, I don't see anything wrong with it other than a few weeds and a little mud on it. I think I'm good to go. He went, okay. If you get stuck along the road, just give 911 a call. I'll be right behind you and we'll have someone. So it's still a police tow and the kid can be covered and everything under their insurance. Cool. Got on the highway. Beautiful all the way to work. No problems.
Yeah.
Still looked as pretty as it was.
Yeah. Oh, that might be too sensitive of a topic. I don't know. I should bring that up.
What?
Well, we talked about the crash, and then a few years later, you got a little wonderful letter in the mail.
Yeah, that's still ongoing. I can't talk about it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, I actually am not allowed to talk about it yet.
Okay.
To be continued on that one. Fuck that guy, but to be continued.
Yeah, I remember you were really pissed that night. You were just kind of like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
But yeah. And I've always kind of had the dually a little bit fancied up. Custom shift knob. All blue interior lights.
Mm-hmm.
The truck's blue, so you open the door, it's got that blue glow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always been pretty.
Yeah.
Has it been dinked up a little bit over the years? Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even talk about our cars' names. You have Waylon.
Yeah. I think it's settled on the dually.
Oh. My Bonneville was called Terry.
But yeah, it's great dually. I pulled a 80,000 pound semi out of a hole when he got stuck.
Jesus Christ.
It's an awesome truck. I love the truck.
Yeah, you want to... Right now it's apart, but you want to do some crazy shit to make it a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, that's another to be continued.
Yeah, you told me a lot of the plot, or a lot of the plan you have.
This is a to be continued, and it's going to be nice when it's done.
I hope. But I know you said you wanted to put these two together, but can I just do a little intermission? It'll only be like a minute.
Yeah.
Ramblin.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, that was a part before we went to get the gremlin, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know why we never took it. To get the...
Oh,
yeah, it was still getting repaired from the wreck.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically, I've always loved the AMC Gremlin since I was a kid.
Don't fucking know why.
But we found one nearby for really cheap. It wasn't that fucked up, but nah. We picked it up at the U-Haul. The U-Haul was a crazy situation we're not going to get into.
Yeah, you were fucking angry at me at the end of that night.
Yeah, that was not great. But anyway, U-Haul, we did that. We got the wrong truck because they fucked up the time, and so we had a like a box truck with a dually. Not dually, dolly, excuse me.
It worked out,
It did
actually,
work.
for the best.
Yeah. And then you hid me from your neighbor in it.
Yeah, because that whole feud was happening. Holy shit,
Yeah,
that was insane.
me and Ricky's neighbor got to the thing.
And the sad part is you didn't even do what she thought you did.
That story does have a happy ending, though.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Maybe that'll be another podcast.
That'd be
sometime.
another to be continued.
But, anyway, yeah, we went to pick up the gremlin. I scared the shit out of Ricky one time because I screamed train when we were going over train tracks like a dickhead.
Someone tried to buy it. Rolling down the road, someone tried to buy it.
Yeah, someone tried to buy it multiple times while I lived here. And one of them was really scary because my mom worked at 4 a.m., so I dropped her off at work and I got home. It was like 4:15. He followed me into my driveway. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's a little too early for this shit. But, yeah, the Bonneville was cool. Ricky's the only person who's drawn it. I never drove it. He drove it into where it's at now, and it's just in development.
Yeah.
And,
To be continued.
Yeah, I would love to see the gremlin. The gremlin is like my dually. I want to keep it for as long as possible. And I also want more.
Yeah,
I also want more.
That's the thing. We should be having something leave. And I'm thinking about dragging it over there so we have room and time to work on it.
That would be really nice. Both of them or just one of them?
What?
Which is leaving?
One of them is leaving, I know, pretty quick, and the other one should be leaving momentarily, so we should have room to drag it over there and actually work on it.
Nice. But I love... I got the brake booster, by the way. Did I tell you?
Yep.
Yep.
So
okay.
we can start running lines and everything, give her.
Yep, but that's basically it for the gremlin. We just picked it up and just parked it, and it's a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
The funny story was we were going to hide it because I had this little fence. The neighbor had like a fence, and the day before we picked up the fucking gremlin, the neighbor took down her fence. After years of us complaining about it, the one use it had was to hide the gremlin, and she took it down.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh well, now everyone can see it.
Yeah, but now we can get back on that, get everything mounted, and get it ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, that's it for the gremlin. Really, it's not a lot. So you can talk about your other car. Is it the Hyundai?
Yeah, I had a another vehicle I regret getting rid of.
Yeah.
A 2011 Hyundai Accent 5-speed manual. That car was fun.
Yeah.
It was small, it was light, it was good on fuel.
It was very jarring to see you in the driver's seat of that thing every time.
Yeah, it was a little bit out of
Character
for me, but again, it was a good little car. It ran good, it drove good. Absolutely love that little car.
I wonder how that's gonna sound.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. It didn't have heat or AC?
It didn't have AC.
Okay.
That's the only problem with it, is it didn't have AC. Wasn't really a big issue because it had big ass fucking windows.
Yeah. After you got it, you told me about how some of the cars you like. You talk about how you want like the diesel Jetta and another more newer Hyundai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely loved that little thing. Drove it back and forth to Bloomington. Ran good, drove good. The only bad story I have with it is me, Kyle, and Cheap Guy were going to work.
I know this story. I love this fucking story.
Just got it. Was driving down the highway, and
wish-
all of a sudden, I couldn't keep this bitch straight. I'm like, what the fuck's going
I
on?
wish I could have been there.
Kyle's laughing. I hear Jeep Guy giggling like a little bitch in the backseat. I look back, and he's bouncing around and everything, wiggling around, jumping from seat to seat, and it's throwing this car all over the fucking place. Because this car weighed all of, fucking 3 ounces?
Yeah, it's real Yugo.
There was more weight in the cab than there was the car actually weighed. And he's just throwing this bitch
Didn't
around.
Kyle join in where he started going back and forth?
Yes, they did. They almost threw it off in the fucking ditch because they were shaking so goddamn bad.
I wish I could have been
I'm just
there.
like, everybody sit the fuck down and sit still, or I'm pulling this car over, and you're all getting an ass whooping.
Bus driver, the toll favor back here.
I think that's when I end up brake checking the both of them.
Yeah.
Another funny.
Oh man, you just reminded me. The Canyon was like the best car heater you've ever had. Remember that bitch would get hot in a second.
Oh yeah, and it had no interior in it, which was even more of a miracle.
Yeah. That was not the Canyon, the Ranger.
Yeah, I ended up
Anyway, sorry.
like slamming the brakes. Almost dude Jeep got through the windshield. Fucking Kyle, they got my point, and then I got up into Bloomington and started shifting real hard, so it was like, every time I shifted, and it's just like, they got my point very quickly.
Don't fuck around in the Hyundai. I don't know the story of why you ever got rid of it.
Winter was coming, and again, it was not a winter vehicle,
Oh.
and that's why I got the Ram.
Ooh,
Bad
that's
decision.
yeah.
Yeah, again, if I would have kept the Canyon, I would have been fine.
So I guess I should have talked about my Cadillac.
Actually, one more Canyon, one more dually story.
Okay, go ahead.
So
By the way, this is going to be our longest podcast.
I took Jeep Guy to the Walmart in the dually.
Yeah.
We were just getting ready to head off to work. I don't know what he said did annoyed me, but I'm gonna get this motherfucker. So we get it back out to the truck. He's messing with whatever he bought. Hadn't put his seatbelt on yet. I put it in gear. Didn't rev it up. Just took my foot off the clutch. Just dumped the clutch. Badoosh! 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 It started shaking and bucking and everything. Fucking everything. He hit his head off the dash 4 times in a row before I put my foot back on the clutch.
This is Jeep Guy?
He's just kind of... He's kind of... Oh, what the fuck? Boom! Ah! Boom! Ah! Boom! Just this Jeep Guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did to annoy me, but he's never done it since, I guess. I don't know.
That's a good story. Reminds me, never go in your dually.
Similar story with my dad, but with the Hyundai.
I remember your dad drove the Hyundai kind of often. I remember seeing him in it a lot.
Yeah. Remember the apartment building Jeep Guy lived in?
Oh, yeah, that little place.
So I was driving around the building.
Did you go in the ditch or no?
No, but to set the scene,
Uh-huh.
Jeep Guy's stepdad was up on the balcony just talking to Jeep Guy down here. They're just having a conversation. You remember how I used to love to rip the e-brake
Yeah.
on the Hyundai?
Yeah.
I was driving about in the building, probably doing 10 miles an hour, just rip the e-brake. Boom! Dad's head hit the dash at a quarter to fucking Mach Jesus. Like he was seeing stars, he hit his head so
I'm
hard.
surprised it didn't hit the roof or the windshield, knowing how tall he is.
No, he just... When he flew, because he never wears a seatbelt, hasn't in the 24 years I've been alive.
Yeah.
I ripped that e-brake. Momentum caught him and just boom!
Yeah.
I jump out of the car and just yell, "Are you not entertained?" As Jeep guy and his stepdad are rolling.
Yeah, you never told me the story.
Like, which, again, little did we know, Jeep guy's stepdad had stage 4 something cancer, and he had only had another couple. I don't think he even lived long enough to see me actually get rid of the Hyundai.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have the Hyundai for too long. Maybe like a year.
No, but again, that was kind of the last making Justin's stepdad laugh that hard. It kind of feels good.
Yeah.
Little did we know at the time that was a good thing we did. Dad was pissed. I mean, he's like, "You motherfucker, I'm going to get out in here. When I get out of this car, when I shake this car out of my ass crack, I'm going to whoop your fucking ass."
Yeah, I was shocked.
Like, he was mad.
I was shocked he could fit in the Hyundai.
He was mad.
I would have loved to see him go down.
But that was like one of the last times I really got to make Jeep guy's stepdad laugh really, really hard, and kind of cherished the fact that I did that. My dad's still like, "Fuck you, but good job."
Damn.
Yeah, I just...
Strike.
Yeah, because I would just roll in places and just, instead of just pushing the clutch, coast about 10 miles an hour, rip, boom!
Yeah.
I've done it, like, that was like a badge of honor. Like, if I did that to you while you were riding my vehicle, that means that you're someone, the very few of my favorite people. The only thing is I didn't have it long enough to do it to you.
Yeah, I never got to ride in it, I don't think.
They rode in it a few times.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't really work with you, so I didn't really have a reason to be in it.
It's just, the few times that you rode in it, I never had it set up right to be able to rip the e-brake and knock your head off the dash. But, it'll happen one day.
Yeah, well, I know. Probably in the Julie.
Not to draw from your Cadillac in the car you have now, but I do also have one more Canyon story.
Go ahead.
Remember the time I cut the entire exhaust and made it a true straight pipe?
Oh, yeah, I do.
That fucker was loud.
Didn't you get in trouble from the city with that one?
Multiple times.
Yeah, this city's a bunch of pussies.
Remember the time, I think you were working overnights, I was leaving late, so I rolled up in the store and romped on it and shook the glass on the front of the Loves. The thing was fucking obnoxiously fucking loud.
Yeah, it's probably louder than your motorcycle is.
Oh, by 1,000. Because I cut the catalytic converter and the muffler off.
Yeah.
It was nothing but straight pipe. And the fucker... It was undrivable on the highway. It was so goddamn loud.
Wow. Did you ever put it back or no?
Nope.
Oh.
I sold it that way.
Wonderful.
Oh, I did throw a glass pack on it, so it toned it down a little bit.
Okay.
But it was fucking loud.
Wonderful. I guess, should I begin with the Cadillac?
Yep.
I should mention, Ricky has a lot more vehicles than I have. I've only had like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think I only have like 3 more generic ones to toss out.
Yeah. Well, the Cadillac was my third car. First the Bonneville, then Gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up this nice 98 Cadillac DeVille, the Class, the Elegance, whatever it was.
The Elegance. It was... I love that car.
It was like a grandma car or grandpa car, but I kind of loved it. And honestly, it was probably the only car I ever owned that kind of fit me in a weird way.
Yeah, I fucking love that car.
It was this nice color. It was called Champagne, but I think they made that up.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like a light gold. It was really nice color, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like the gold is the Cadillac color, but it's like a lighter gold.
Yeah, I'm still looking for one, and I know what's wrong with it, and I know how to fix it, and I will fix it, and I will have one day.
There are 2 in town, I see, and one of them has a missing bumper with a giant Trump sticker, and one looks just like mine.
Yeah, I want one just as perfect as yours was.
Mine was perfect because it was owned by a grandma
Yeah.
who drove it to church and just little places. It was literally no tears in the seats. Everything was mint. As perfect as it could be. Everything. It was like 80,000 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, it was low mileage. I would get one, and I would do the repair that you need to do to make them work.
Yeah.
Because they sell the kit with all the tools to do it.
They do sell the kit. I should have. I don't know. If
we would have needed a lift to get the engine out and everything.
And plus, I still needed a car to get to work.
It would have took a couple months. Me, if it's just a second vehicle, or a eighth vehicle at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it would be worth the time to take the engine out and go and drill and tap the new ports and everything, so I can put the bigger bolts in and tap it.
Yeah, but I think we should get to me having it first. All right. So
I'm just saying.
I'm getting a little ahead of you.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Anyway, so it was actually a really nice car. It was great. Honestly, it was. I will say my favorite time with the car was like whenever every like 2 or 3 weeks I would actually wash it.
Mm-hmm. Like
the Bonneville I wash whenever. The car I have now I wash whenever. Cadillac was like maintenance I would try to keep ahead of as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't ever think we really had the check engine light on until the very end when it was having some fucking issues.
Yeah, when North Star did North Star things.
But yeah, it was a really nice car. There's no crazy stories. I will say that I never realized until I was in an out-of-body experience how fucking bizarre the car was to see on 55.
Mm-hmm.
Because I after that car died and I drove my new car, I every once in a while I'll see just a Cadillac just like that one, and it does not look like anything else on the road.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful car.
And I another thing, man, a lot of people on the interstate were probably looking at me like that's some cool ass shit. And if you want to know what this car looks like, you can just search it. But if you ever seen Better Call Saul, it's the Cadillac he owns. Except I think his was like a different color.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But it was great. Never really had a lot of issues until the end. Mm-hmm. But the engine is called a North Star, and basically the head gaskets were too small. The bolts were kind of fucky. Basically, the oil and the coolant and all the parts together wanted to be friends, and they all hung out inside the engine and caused some shit to happen. And I was driving to work, and it was during the summer, and it got really hot. And we used some of that, what was it called? That we poured into it?
Some head gasket sealer.
Yeah, we tried head gasket sealer. It didn't work. But,
it could have worked, but it didn't.
It didn't. But I remember after that, I drove to work for the last time, and I made it pretty close. It got, you know... When does the engine start to overheat? Like 250 or?
Oh no, the 250 is already done over fucking heated.
Yeah, it was. When I was driving it, I made sure to actually look at the Fahrenheit thing, and it was electric or computer, so it just told you the exact number. I remember driving it; it was at 212, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is bad," because that's already warmer than it is. And then I got to a place called Fox's Marathon. I don't know where that's at. Mm-hmm. At that point, it hit just about 250, and it was, like, going off the road. I couldn't even... It was, like, so fucked up the steering didn't even want to work, so I just put it on the side and I called you. And we just had to start it up, let it go, until we parked into this gas station. Then I had to wait for a tow truck, which took a while. And then we had to get rid of the Cadillac.
Yeah, as soon as... It took you... I was just starting work when you overheated and had to put it on the side of the road.
Yeah. And
by the time you were coming home, I was getting off work, and I met you at your house with the tow truck.
It took a couple hours. It really did. First 2 hours just me waiting at the gas station. I was like, where's this guy? Because he said he wasn't that far. Then he was like, oh yeah, I just had to fill up the truck and help some other guy. And he finally got there. It took him a while to get on, because he kind of got pissed at the Cadillac. He was like, why the fuck doesn't this work or this work? The hazards didn't work because we LED swapped it. And so if we turned the hazards on, it just turned on the lights. That's all it did.
Yeah.
And so he got mad at that. He's like, well, I usually do it this way. I was like, all right. So he finally starts driving, and he gets a call. Someone on 55 next to Dwight, where we're heading towards, had a crash, and he had to stop to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy actually gave me money. He was a cool dude. Just because I was like, I gave verbal permission, like, yeah, we can help this guy. Mm-hmm. And so he actually gave me money for being nice to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I helped pay a little bit. But we got home. Ricky was there. I remember the sound tow truck drive right in there, and I saw your truck. You started screaming at us. I was like, oh, that's my friend. Because I thought the tow truck driver was about to pull out a gun or something. Like, this guy's freaking the fuck out at us. It's like, no, that's my friend. Please don't. We get there, and yep. That's when we knew we had to get a new car. And at that point, I didn't know if I was actually going to be able to get back to work. Because I didn't know if my hours... I need a car as soon as possible to get back to work. Because I was limited on my hours. And back then, Amazon was actually a lot more stoogey with their time off. Now it's a lot better, actually. Actually, a few months after the Cadillac died, it got a lot easier. And it still kind of pissed me off that I had to waste so much time off that now wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
But, yeah. There's no fun Cadillac stories just because it was not something that I fucked around with too much. It was pretty great.
Yeah. Then there's getting my Ram.
Well, I do have one Cadillac story. It's going to be kind of mean. So we got rid of the Cadillac. There were some cars I was looking at. I was actually looking at like a early 2000s Mercury, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
But you told me to go to this dealership, and we went. And
little I know that was a fucking mistake.
Yeah, that dealership's run by assholes. But you didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
By the way, that's plugged in.
Okay.
Okay. So we went to go trade it in, and Ricky, I was trying to tell Ricky, don't say anything about the Cadillac, because I was trying to get like a trade-in value without telling the dealership the car's not fucked up,
I do not remember this at all. I am only going off here.
No, we sat down and we were talking to the dealership guy, and he's like, well, you're looking to trade in your Cadillac? Oh, that's cool. And then he said something like, yeah, the head gasket's blue and it doesn't drive anymore. And I was like, fucking Ricky.
I don't remember saying that.
No, you did.
Even at that point, I do not remember saying that.
You did. And I was really pissed off.
They just fucking assumed.
No, you said that. And I was really fucking pissed. And then we went back because your grandma showed up, and your grandma was like, yeah, you shouldn't have told them that. And I was like, it was your grandson.
I do not at all.
I remember that because that was one of the only times where I actually got pissed at you, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
Whoopsies. Maybe I did. Maybe you fuckers are just trying to fuck with me. I don't actually know.
No. Anyway, we got rid of the Cadillac and got the car I have now, which we'll talk about after your thing. What you have to say?
I'm just gonna go on the record. If I said that, it was your fault. You took a very tired, hungover person to a car dealership.
Alright, whatever.
God, I drank way too much before that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all honest. I probably did say that.
Yeah, that was not great day either. Because not only did I lose my Cadillac, eventually I had to get what I have now, which I don't really like my car. Even if it works fine, I just don't like it.
I can get that one.
Alright, you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, the Ram.
Ram.
Picture this. You have a Hyundai Accent that's known not to do very good in the snow. And you're kind of panicking because weather's going to get really bad. You know it's going to be a bad winter. So you panic, and you kind of fucking go for the first thing you see. It's during COVID, so everything's higher and everything. So you just go, oh, it's a truck? Okay. It's got good tires on it? Okay. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah. This is going to be a long podcast, by the way. Sorry about that. It's already 2 hours, 30 minutes.
All good.
We should have probably split this up in half. We could have done 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm approved. Cool. Literally on the cusp of a winter storm, driving home, they said, okay, sorry it took so long to get ready to be sold
I know how that feels.
is like a week it's like week, 2 weeks for me to actually be able to pick it up.
I know
But
how
it's
that
done
feels.
now. I'm like, cool. I'm headed home now. I'll be there to pick it up. Like, literally, winter storm actively starting.
Yeah.
Driving this Hyundai home. Got sideways on the ramp.
Wait, Hyundai or Ram?
Hyundai.
Okay.
This is in the Hyundai.
Okay.
I was driving to get the Ram.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Got there, threw everything in the truck. And pretty nice. Pretty decent truck. Way overpriced because it was during COVID. Did not think about that at the time.
You're still paying it off.
Yeah,
Sadly.
it sucks.
I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, it's a horrible situation. It was a decent truck at the start. Then I started finding all its faults.
There's a lot.
It's a cab and a half, which at the time worked, but I didn't know a lot of medical and family stuff was going to happen. Family medical stuff was going to happen. So, fuck there. It is absolutely fucking gutless, and it has a lot of stupid options, things, safeties that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gutless. If you get into grass, it'll get stuck on dry grass. Fucking absolutely sucks.
Worst truck you bought, you think?
Yeah.
Easy.
You can't put it in neutral without starting the truck, which if you do oil changes the way I do, fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You also can't put it in gear and with the hood open. You can't put it in neutral with the hood open. You can't do anything with the hood open because, again, if you do things the way I do, kind of sucks because you start the oil change on the ramps, but when you go to add the oil and everything, you put it in neutral and you roll off the ramp with the hood still open. Can't do any of that, so you're kind of fucking stuck doing all this shit while it's on the ramps.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't pull a trailer worth shit. It doesn't really drive worth a shit. It has no power.
No, it
Fucking
doesn't.
gutless motherfucker.
I think this is one of the few trucks of yours I've actually driven.
Yeah, you drove the Canyon and this one.
Yeah, I didn't. The Canyon drove better a lot, honestly.
Yeah, it was more truck than what I have now. The Ranger is more truck than I have now.
I will say the when I drove the Ram, it was kind of very poor. I thought it was kind of shitty.
Yeah, everything's plastic. There's nothing. There is no advantages. I had more with all my other trucks than I do this one.
My Cruise felt more trucky than your truck.
Yes, my Hyundai was more truck than this truck.
Yes, it was.
I used that Hyundai for truck shit.
You did.
But yeah, it doesn't really get good fuel mileage. So there's no that takes a lot of benefit of having a single cab. It really doesn't do truck shit. You can't take it off the road because then it's gonna freak out and get stuck. It's worthless off-road. It's worthless on the road. It won't pull a trailer worth shit. It won't do anything worth shit. You can't jump start vehicles with it or it'll blow up the battery. I'm just like, what's the point of having this fucking truck? It's not fuel efficient. It won't do truck shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's a big fucking car. Like there's no, I have no advantage to owning this particular truck.
My Cruise jump started a car once.
Yeah, and there's no reason. And I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with it.
Yeah.
Because I've tried trading it in multiple times.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of this truck. I literally went to I put the the bank on the phone at the dealership. Okay, what do I have to do to not leave with this truck?
Yeah.
How can I get rid of this truck today? They went like, oh, you gotta do it. I'm like, no. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. What do I have to do to make you both happy so I don't have to really leave with this fucking shit pile?
Yeah?
You guys sold it to me. Fucking sucks. I explained everything I wanted to use it for. You said it worked. It didn't fucking work. What do I have to do to not leave with this fucking truck?
I should point out, you got the Ram the same place I got my car currently.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that place.
Yeah. Like, what do I have to do to not leave with this truck?
Yeah.
Do I have to leave with no vehicle? I'm fine with that. What do I have to do to get rid of this fucking truck?
Yeah.
I want it gone. I don't want it anymore. What do I have to do to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Well, that went nowhere.
Oh. You couldn't just abandon it there? Nah, they probably fucking fine you.
Yep.
Never mind.
But that's where I found this other dealership I'm going to try next.
Ooh, okay. Is it the same one that you tried to get the other truck at, or no?
Yeah, they actually tried. Like, they firmly tried. They realized, hey, we will bring up 1,000 different options. We have 17 different dealerships. If you want to get rid of that truck and these are the base things that you want, we will find something that works.
Yeah.
We will get you out of that truck.
Yeah.
Like, okay, give me a few months to make it a little easier on myself, and you can send this fucking thing to the crusher. Like, I'm just being honest. I want to get rid of this fucking truck. And I'm still working on that.
Good luck to you.
I have a final point of where I need to get to do so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working on that.
All right.
And talking to the bank and the dealership, they told me a down payment I would need.
Yeah.
They told me what I would have to have the truck paid down to.
Yeah.
And they told me everything that I would have to do to get basically what I want.
All right.
Actually a couple trim levels above what I want.
Okay.
And that's what I'm working on now. So it should be
Yeah, we'll see
a year and a half to 2 years now. I should have that truck on.
That's too long, but whatever.
I know. But I put used tires on it, so bottom of the barrel used fucking tires. I didn't even balance it. I put balance speeds in it. It still shakes like a motherfucker on the highway, but still somehow shakes less.
Yeah.
Like this truck, and it's not even that it's an old beat to shit truck. It just sucks this much on its own merit.
Yeah, it's like a 2013, right?
2013.
It's the same year as my car.
Ram 1500 short bed regular cab V6 two-wheel drive. The thing sucked from the factory. No one wanted it. That's why there's none of them and you can't find them, because they sucked and no one bought them. Well, me not knowing so and panicking because winter is upon me and I have a Hyundai Accent fucking hatchback that's definitely not going to survive winter, the winter that was coming.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with this now.
That's sad.
Hindsight being 2020, if I kept that Canyon, I'd be in a lot better shape.
Yeah. Imagine you trying to buy the Canyon off of me with your Hyundai.
Yeah, again, if I would have kept it, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
But I made mistakes.
We all
and I
made
had to fix
mistakes.
it.
Well,
Gotta honest, I've made some very big mistakes.
yeah. That's what my parents said too.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, should we finish this up, or do you want to make it a part 2? What do you think? Because we don't have a lot to talk about left, but it's like 2 hours 45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I got 1, 2.
I got 2 more.
I got 4.
Okay. Want to try to speed run through these as possible?
I'd say we just do part 2 next week.
Okay. Yeah. Next week probably be a little bit shorter, hopefully. But we'll talk about. Well, we should give them a little. I got my Chevy Cruze that I still have, and what do you have?
2000 Dodge Dakota, 73, 83 Volkswagen Rabbit.
I got that one too.
'82 Yamaha Virago, 2011 Harley Davidson Sportster 883.
That was the dog, not us. But yeah, I have the Chevy Cruze and the '83 Volkswagen Rabbit. I bought that before, and he bought it off me. Was that a mistake? Yes, no?
What?
Or are we going to save that for the next cast?
No, not really.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
But with that, I think we're going to end tonight. Long episode. But I think we had a lot of fun talking about this, honestly.
Yep.
Fun reminiscing about our painful memories.
Yep.
And hopefully in a year or two we can continue. We can make like another part 3 to talk about what we gotten since.
Yep.
If we get anything, obviously.
Yep.
But remember I asked at the beginning of the podcast, give us your questions and we'll answer them. Comments below on YouTube or Spotify, or at the email at ramblincast@gmail.com, ramblincast69@gmail.com, which is in the description below.
And if anybody listens this far, tell us some vehicles you wish you wouldn't have bought.
Yeah, that's a good question. What vehicles do you regret owning if you have one?
Yeah,
Which everyone should have one.
Yeah, I have one.
Ricky keeps farting. Oh, that's how we end a podcast. Yeah.
You were talking through like the fucking cheek clapping one.
Sorry. Oh, he kicked my dog.
Yeah.
But with that,
I'll do it again.
I'll
fucking do it again.
Anyway, I forget what I say at the end of this. Get your weird relatives, pets and weird relatives spayed and neutered.
See you next week.
Maybe.